I don't want peace. I want problems always.
We'll burn your houses too. We cannot allow these things to go on in this country. When we were short, Baku 14, because any memenda they will burn Kumasi Market and burn Cape Coast Market. What is going on in this country? Mahama, Mr. Chen Homes, who do you tour? I answer, you best show. I say, hey, the catcher, Bevlolate. Whoopah, Unsu, Dimquasia, some Wagana, and Mamma Omushi Market, who fear no what is legal. Yababa show. I would say, no. I'm afraid you, and you may be a time Wagana. I suffer for need to declare Mahama as a winner in this country, and when we didn't say with impunity. Nobody emotion go put your own Yanipa. Woman I've lost everything. Mahama, you are a fool. Where Pasia Panu and Yonkuba Minister, Mahama Jimmy Posa, you are a fool. Upa Trabium, Messi, Wamushi or Bia Marketa, Mahama, tell homes to do. Other movies I'm going to organize it. I feel my dad who need Beblolati, any Asia Dunketia, any Akamba, any Baba Jama, send you 5 weeks, Messi, any band, anywhere in the country, Mahama never should fear. I had this country, and when we didn't say with impunity. Nobody emotion go put your own Yanipa. I've lost everything. Mahama, you are a fool. Where Pasia Panu and Yonkuba Minister, Mahama Jimmy Posa, you are a fool. Upa Trabium, Messi, Wamushi or Bia Marketa, Mahama, tell homes to do. Other movies I'm going to organize it. I feel my dad who need Beblolati, any Asia Dunketia, any Akamba, any Baba Jama, send you 5 weeks, Messi, any band. Anywhere in the country, Mahama never should fear. Any memenda they will burn Kumasi Market and burn Cape Coast Market. I answer, you best show. Mahama, Mr. Chen Homes, who do you tour? I answer, you best show. Mahama, Mr. Chen Homes, who do you tour? I answer, you best show. Mahama, Mr. Chen Homes, who do you tour? I answer, you best show. Mahama, Mr. Chen Homes, who do you tour? I answer, you best show.
Me a lashing to beat the hell out of him. And then I'm corrupted. Why am I draw kids in a method about?
One castle be attacking.
Minkas will be attacking will be a Minkasa, baby. But try some for trouble now with the static, try some catch them, trouble now with the established company. Jones will move you, Miss Rom Captain. Most young of them could very much. What's your truck, Namuye? Drug, make sure baby and I'm the drugs, look. Miss Roger, Miss Roger, we are and I'm your wife. And there, as I see, I'm holding for 18 years. I thought conform granite chrono before we what the year court. Meanwhile, on no comma, my children, Oko producing documents, come here. Now, would you have fake documents in the crowd?
He has gone to court. The lawyer wrote the thing on the 5th of August. And was appearance here 13. I didn't get anything. Now on the 1st of September, Mohammed Injunction Kotra, you are a stupid jet. I will face you. Mohammed Injunction Kotra, you are a stupid jet. I will face you. You are a stupid jet. Who persuaded you? You are a stupid jet. Yes. 18 years that I've had the land. Wow. Obi answer me ho ani afrem say ye de yako wo ye kwasia jet. Me ho ani afrem say ye de yako wo ye kwasia jet. Me ho ani afrem say ye de yako wo ye kwasia jet. Me ho ani afrem say ye de yako wo ye kwasia jet. Me ho ani afrem say ye de yako wo ye kwasia jet. Uri mo behu. Wo fi say bisiro bia. Me dia me ho ani afrem say ye de yako wo ye kwasia jet. Uri mo behu. Wo fi say bisiro bia.
A Ghanaian undercover journalist has been shot dead. Ahmed Hussein Swaleh was a member of Tiger Eye Private Investigations. He was driving home in the capital, Accra, when reports say men on motorbikes shot him 3 times. He was instrumental in a wide-reaching expose into corruption into Ghanaian football, about which the BBC's Africa Eye programme made a documentary. But after that documentary, this man, a politician called Kennedy Agyapong, circulated photos of Mr. Hussein Swaleh and called for him to be beaten. In fact, last summer, the New York-based Committee to Protect Journalists called on Mr. Agyapong to stop threatening journalists. A Ghanaian undercover journalist has been shot dead. Ahmed Hussein Swaleh was a member of Tiger Eye Private Investigations. He was driving home in the capital, Accra, when reports say men on motorbikes shot him 3 times. He was instrumental in a wide-reaching expose into corruption into Ghanaian football, about which the BBC's Africa Eye programme made a documentary. But after that documentary, this man, a politician called Kennedy Agyapong, circulated photos of Mr. Hussein Swaleh and called for him to be beaten. In fact, last summer, the New York-based Committee to Protect Journalists called on Mr. Agyapong to stop threatening journalists.
Hotel bi wo asia no I say sports me na wo ti ye call no me ne ne tena ka no me call no me koto mpenyufo mi no bi wo me call no no mu chia me na me so me chia mu no mu bisam se frem se na me so ye frem me Daniel Resido no ma me tena wo no mu bom din chia me da me tie ne nipa ba ko ohyefugu o se friend Kennedy Japan na mbako so se friend Mr. Ofori nipa bako ohyefugu o se friend Kennedy Japan na mbako so se friend Mr. Ofori nipa bako ohyefugu o se friend Kennedy Japan na mbako so se friend Mr. Ofori nipa bako ohyefugu o se friend Kennedy Japan na mbako so se friend Mr. Ofori ndi metime hu ne fu name o se Mr. Ofori ene aloteno Tietna no mkatem se minimado kuntia mebahana na msio alote akachem na say okay my ready se me yana na msio I'm ready for anything no sio ntime bisam se kachem me se nipa odi adwuma no mam se mfambra nana adodankwa na ono no why busy campaign nti odi for so Kennedy Japan na Mr. Ofori no so say omofa ese djuma we embremi na msiyo mate na omo hwehwe nipa kro betimi aye edjuma no nti me na omo hu ese metimi aye nti omo de bremi na ma nipa na oba bedi position of JB Dankwa no ano so eka ho no this information e de ma me say okay se nipa we no mayo ma ho abo se metimi ye edjuma na dia mepe bia no omo de be ma me.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
So the launch of this COVID-19 tracker app today is yet another important step by the government to leapfrog technology in finding solutions to the havoc the COVID-19 pandemic is wreaking around the world. We are trying to use digitalization to help us in this fight. So the launch of this COVID-19 tracker app today is yet another important step by the government to leapfrog technology in finding solutions to the havoc the COVID-19 pandemic is wreaking around the world. We are trying to use digitalization to help us in this fight. So the launch of this COVID-19 tracker app today is yet another important step by the government to leapfrog technology in finding solutions to the havoc the COVID-19 pandemic is wreaking around the world. We are trying to use digitalization to help us in this fight.
Given the resources at its disposal, one should expect at least 4 to 5 times the quantum of investment that the NDC claims to have undertaken. The close to 33 billion of borrowing that has not been used for infrastructure expenditure could have done so much in this country. If you take $33 billion and ask yourself, what could you have done with $33 billion? You could have solved the water crisis in Ghana. You could have solved our energy problems. Every region in Ghana would have had 1,000 kilometers of asphalt road. We could have transformed agriculture. We could have put in place a world-class hospital in every region. We could have bought 1,000 ambulances for the Ghana Ambulance Service. We could have equipped our existing health and education institutions. And we could have built an additional 600 senior high schools that the government is trying to build currently. And we could have constructed the Accra-Kumasi-Paga railway line as well as the Western Railway line. And with all this, we would have still been left with some money.
When they, for example, when they said they're going to build the dams, now, Ladislas Klawiki, you know him?
No.
What's his name? Baumia. I call him Ladislas Klawiki.
Why?
Because he talks so much crap. You know. Yeah. What he saying?
That's the vice president.
So what? He's a human being, ain't he?
They say you disagree with him, but this talking crap is a bit harsh.
See, that's why we're backward.
No,
we don't want to talk straight. We lie.
Talk straight.
They tell me, so I destroy the whole thing. Tell them straight. Hey, Baumia, what you're saying is crap. Period.
What has he said with his crap?
Everything he says. I enjoy him, though. I like him as a person because he knows the people are stupid, so he just give it to them all the time, you know? And I like it. He gives it to them, you know? He said he's going to do this. I'm surprised he didn't tell him he's going to shave Jesus Christ's beard.
God, give them wisdom. The utility companies. What the fuck is going on? I want to go home.
Well, today we are at the Efia Sutherland Park, where a civil society group calling itself Concerned Ghanaians for Responsible Governance is embarking on a peaceful demonstration, and their aim is to demand accountable governance from the President John Dramani Mahama.
Social media bill. Facebook bill. Twitter bill. Google Plus bill. The best watch your man.
The group is made up of intellectuals, and they are raising concerns about failed leadership, untold economic hardship, and corruption as some of the challenges facing this country. These protesters converged here as early as 6 a.m. today, Republic Day, 1st July 2014, and they are calling on the President John Dramani Mahama to sit up and address the problems of this country.
There are basic things in life: water, health, energy, education, transportation. And the bad leadership has affected every part of it.
My business has dipped. The currency has depreciated. You can't even get it to buy. You can't pay our staff. You're thinking of laying off your staff. Now it's actually tough.
The total denigration of the office of the president, the total lack of respect that in bulk, in mass, individually, Ghanaians now experience when you talk about issues pertaining to governance, government, the president.
This thing that, you should show respect. The other man is stealing, he's killing you. Why do you have to show respect to him? In Brazil, what happened? If the young man called Sule Muntari was not brave enough to slap somebody, do you think we would have known what was going on? No.
For me, it was very reminiscent of the 70s during a champions time, which were really bad times, where we all slept at the petrol station. So that's indication that, you really need to get up and talk about it, because we cannot, as a nation that deserves so much more, come to this level.
I'm working like a bull and I'm paying my taxes. The government got to work like a bull as well and make sure that my road is fixed, that I have electricity, that I have water. That is their job. It is not for me to tell the president how to fix the economy. If he didn't know how to fix the economy, why did he run for office?
And as you can see, they are holding placards with various inscriptions and are lamenting over poor governance, general economic hardship, and widespread corruption in the Mahama-led government.
There's a reason they are laborers and they are managers. It's about time we kick the laborers out and make the managers do the thinking. Ghana needs thinking people.
But again, having moved a few distance,
we will not give the police reason or any cause to use force on us.
these highly spirited protesters won't budge. And as you can see, some have decided to sit right in the middle of the road, defiling the orders of the police.
The Ghana police is breaking the law and denying us our right of simple movement. We are moving in one single file, no violence, quietly, going our various ways, and they have blocked the road, as you can see, preventing us from moving. If this was a violent crowd, they would attack the police. The police is supposed to be here to protect us and to make sure that this demonstration comes off peacefully. They have constituted themselves into the problem and not the solution. Right now, they are trying to block the roads, but of course, we are then going to go and merry-go-rounds with them, because we can't accept the situation that we are going through now.
Where really are we going now?
I think they've kind of blocked us from everything we want to do, so we'll see how we'll find a way to get to our destination.
Okay, when you say your destination, where really mean? Is this to the Flagstaff House?
That should be the destination.
If the police will give us the direction, we'll move. But they are blocking us, so we are finding our own.
What really is happening at the moment?
The police are preventing us from exercising our constitutional right to protest. And we are improvising, that is all.
So what will be the way forward?
I can't tell you the details of it.
Stopping the police from doing their duty.
Nothing seems to work. Our salaries are the same, whilst everything seems to go downhill. Now the people have come out to protest to the government and asking government to do something, stabilize the currency, stabilize the economy. And what are we meeting? We are meeting the police.
Your Excellency, our concerns in no particular order of importance are as follows. 1. The erratic supply of electricity nationwide. Dumso. The unreliable supply of potable water across the country, here in Accra itself. The ever depreciating value of the city. Constant increases in taxes. Inefficient revenue collection. Very poor road networks. Constant increments in utility tariffs. Frequent increase in the prices of petroleum products. Government's inability to make statutory payments timeously to schools, health facilities and other state institutions. Government's inability to address labor-related issues on a timely basis. Government's inability to exhibit decisive leadership in the fight against corruption. Government's inability to kick out incompetent and non-performing appointees. The over-politicization of socio-economic issues along partisan lines. We have no doubt that this petition will receive the urgent attention it deserves, because we trust that your government is a listening government.
Some selected media houses are. The leader, Nana Akosua-Aduah, is now about to address the crowd.
Responsible governance.
Happy people.
Responsible governance.
Happy people.
We have given the president our indication that we want swift action. And so, if within a reasonable time we do not see change, we do not see results, we would gather again and embark on this constitutionally guaranteed right to protest.
My fellow Ghanaians, how can electricity be higher than water and everything else put together? How can electricity be higher than your salary that you receive per month? It's unacceptable. I'm looking at a situation where we can change this and change it for good. Fellow Ghanaians, the electricity situation is being toyed with by the government. The very government that created this problem is now telling us that they are actually worried about the situation that electricity is putting us in. Electricity creates industry. Electricity creates a life for the human beings, a livelihood for everybody in the country, whether it's education, whether it is health, whether it is recreation. Everything depends on electricity and water. So if a government actually sits back and creates a problem where we can see clearly that it is their inefficiency and their incompetence that is leading us to this situation, and then turn around and tell us that they are worried, it should make us very worried, having this kind of government in office. Fellow Ghanaians, yes, electricity. We talk about doomsaw, we even make jokes about it. But this is a serious issue. Businesses cannot continue when there is no electricity. Our businesses are closing down, small and big ones. They are moving to other countries, which should not be so. How are our young people going to get employment? Overtaxation is creating a serious problem for the businesses. And then added to it is the electricity. Then there is water. Then there is also the rent problem. In effect, what our government is trying to tell us is that they cannot run this country, and therefore we, the people, should suffer their incompetence. This is unacceptable. Yes, indeed. This is totally unacceptable. We have Ghanaians in Ghana who can solve this problem. We have competent engineers, home and abroad, who can come together and solve this problem. Indeed, we, the NDP, can help solve this problem.
There are 88 districts in our country without district hospitals. We have 6 new regions without regional hospitals. We do not have infectious disease control centers dotted across the country. And we do not have enough testing and isolation centers for diseases like COVID-19. We must do something urgently about this. That is why government has decided to undertake a major investment in our healthcare infrastructure, the largest in our history. We will this year begin constructing 88 hospitals in the districts without hospitals. It will mean 10 in Ashanti, 9 in Volta, 9 in Central, 8 in Eastern, 7 in Greater Accra, 7 in Upper East, 5 in Northern, 5 in Oti, 5 in Upper West, 5 in Bono, 4 in Western North, 4 in Western, 3 in Ahafo, 3 in Savannah, 2 in Bono East, and 2 in Northeast regions. Each of them will be a quality, standard design 100-bed hospital with accommodation for doctors, nurses, and other health workers.
Hi. I've always been talking about a certain topic and people think I'm joking, but today I've come with a real living specimen. With me is a vertically challenged person. In short person. His name is, what's your name again? and window level. Just from the name, you can tell that even if you are naked in the house, this guy cannot reach up to Kutambira yo to see your nakedness because he is beyond the window level. You know, such kind of people are marginalized in life, which is wrong. He is a blessed person. Look, we are in the rain season. Did you know that short people never get soaked by rains? Because by the time the rain reaches him, he would have reached his destination. But the only bad side about him is that us, the taller ones, when I sweat, I smell of sweat, but with him, we smell shoes. It's so bad with these guys because everything with them is bad. At least the only good thing is that he has a very good relationship with gravity. But sometimes it hurts me. Please understand these guys. They are usually short-tempered. Look at him. Bring it closer. Look at him. He's already annoyed. These guys have short tempers not because they like it. No. Because God created them in such a way that they cannot help it but be short-tempered. Look at his biological makeup. The chest starts from here, the stomach is here. Meaning everything is within 30 centimeters. So imagine the heart, the lungs, the intestines and the stomach are all in the same place. Meaning, but sometimes it hurts me. Please understand these guys. They are usually short-tempered. Look at him. Bring it closer. Look at him. He's already annoyed. These guys have short tempers not because they like it. No. Because God created them in such a way that they cannot help it but be short-tempered. Look at his biological makeup. The chest starts from here, the stomach is here. Meaning everything is within 30 centimeters. So imagine the heart, the lungs, the intestines and the stomach are all in the same place.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
All right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. We're streaming live from our studios here in Washington, D.C. It's exactly 2:47 U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 6:47 in Ghana. If you're watching me from Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas, I would like to say thank you very much for tuning in. Our main platform is on Multi TV. On Multi TV, search us on Loud Silence TV. On Multi TV, search for Loud Silence TV. On Multi TV, search for Loud Silence TV. You will get us live. We are also streaming on different platforms. In fact, we are live in 21 African countries, including Ghana. 22 African countries, including Ghana. Our main platforms on social media is on YouTube. You can get us on Loud Silence TV. On YouTube, you can get us live on Loud Silence TV. Also on Multi TV is Loud Silence TV. We are also live on Facebook. Facebook, search for Loud Silence TV on Facebook. On the same Facebook, search for With Audio Respect page on Facebook. With Audio Respect page on Facebook. We are cross-posting on some very important platforms this evening on Facebook. You can search for 1957 Project on Facebook. You will get us live on Facebook. 1957 Project page on Facebook. Benjamin Wayu Muhammad's page is picking the show live on Facebook. Go and like his page, follow his page. Every time or anytime we are live, you are going to get a notification to be part of the show. Ghanaian Citizen TV is also picking this show live this evening. Ghanaian Citizen TV is also picking this show live this evening. Honorable Joseph Yamin's page on Facebook is picking this show live on Facebook. My own official page, Kevin Taylor's page, is also streaming this show live on Facebook. Hopex TV and Radio. Hopex, Hopex TV and Radio is also streaming this show live on their page on Facebook. And Real Talk is also picking us live. So this is a packed show. It's an international show. We are streaming on all platforms. We are on Instagram. We are on Twitter. We are everywhere. This show is a show that every single Ghanaian home and abroad watches, because here we speak truth to power. Today, we will be dealing with a very, very important topic. And that topic is got to do with the Ghana, the General Legal Council. The General Legal Council. We have seen quite a number of them come out to speak in defense of what is actually happening. We're talking about the Ghana Law School. Remember last week we were talking about the Attorney General saying that he met the acting CJ, who is in the name of Jones Doche, to discuss Ghana Law School. What actually came out of that? The Parliament of Ghana has actually come together, left and right. When I say left and right, the NPP and the NDC have come together. There's a resolution. They say that those 499 students are supposed to be admitted. The Attorney General has thrown them some shit. He says they cannot direct him what to do. This is the same Attorney General who told us that he went to meet the acting CJ to discuss the way forward on how to help solve the Ghana law school issues. Today, he is not willing to listen to Parliament that vetted him, Parliament that gave him the green light to become the Attorney General. The General Legal Council is another particular place we need to be looking at. They have been a cartel for a long time. Today, I'll be telling you why Sam Okujato, who is the chairman or who is part of the disciplinary committee of the General Legal Council, is out there insulting young MPs who want ordinary Ghanaians to also have access to legal education. I will be telling you why this man, whose son raped his own house help, as I speak, his son is in Canada, is out there speaking like he has got rabies. I will be breaking it down for you. I'll be showing you the facts. I also will be taking a swipe at the Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia. Everybody knows that he's been bitten by a dog that has lice rabies. Now, the Vice President came out yesterday or 2 days ago to lie to Ghanaians. We will be looking at his speech critically. Digitalization or digitization, we don't know where he belongs. He has ignored the economy. He has ignored the city. He has ignored the fundamentals he was talking about today. He has moved to digitalizing Ghana. We will be taking our time to look into his speech, the lies, and why Ghanaians are not supposed to listen to such an old liar. This show is a packed show. It's an international show. It's a show that we try to reach every single individual around the world. If I could speak in Ghana, if I could speak Hausa, if I could speak other languages in Ghana, I would have presented this show in there. But the two languages that I am fluent in, I'm talking about English and Twi. That is what I'll be doing today. I'll be mixing the language for every single individual to also have an idea of what we will be discussing today. Bidi Eddie Kevin Ekobedu Taylor show with all due respect, extended version, yet free United States of America and Ebro. Oma Omobo Muchi Domino, you're from the Go Steam. Omo, and I can you messi any almost me di jumadi unchiame. Na min church muncha Ghana, de eko, and the eba. And you bray no menu and a daponoso. Bako sopa and a bako de eketwa kakra. De eketwano, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And there, or see the non can wansem. And there, or say in summer or kaya, intra uchaya 2012, 13, 14, 15. A day, a year, a kunyano Emma, or in another damn quick for a bozege, opolage, edemo muso mumbe disono, and the uncan wansem. Sesiano, or say Bibia by a friend digitalization or digitization, and no, and a bit to my so your economy mu, Emma Yoman Yakui, or send a digitization, Ebema Petro Buaco form, digitization, Ebema free SHS, no schools, no, and Rankasabi Sino, or say digitization, the Benny said, dollar no be no. Digitization bit matter so or say digitization or digitalization no the bit why say ebema eye Ghana for memu no munye dwuma nya no munyina benye dwuma ye in some papa yi kan ye sebio emfiri ankafo e no ba no be kan ye or ye vice president yemfa eni die ma no na sebio abo a wadane ofun die na wadane ofunu Bawumia Nyankopon abonidua ende yebe biebie ni nsem nim yebe dwudwem yebe sisem ama Ghana fo ehu entra papa we onyame atwa ntro atono so onyame abodua atono so because we twa ntro entra we twa no eye ntro bi asebio we Ghana na hwehwe me Bawumia enye nipa a wo se yedi yeni tono so the atosmienu General Legal Council moka General Legal Council ye sebio ekuo nipakuo bi a sebi omo so mawedra ewo Ghana law mu anase mrahwem sebio ende Ghana law students bi a omo chiro school exams examination and also law school no see nipa 499 oman pass sebio omo nyanya 50% sebio me no ka say Ghana law school embaye emfa mark bi meto wo say sebio unya 90% no pass na yenim say wiase de sebio say okoye exams na say utwa 50% a o yema pass mark no because e we bu mienu wa kire say ebia half what ase half won ase na sebio yema kwan sa opportunity na law no the more I will practice no na sebio unhu de wo ye nti fair say obi etuma control law school exams na se wonya 50% kra or set any pano yaman ho kwan eman tumi kosua law and I say okoye lawyer ni osua ekotwa koye lawyer ni because me no ti Ghana kro we mu lawyer for krampo ndosom yesi nipa ba ku bia lawyer be lawyer ni bia to be fani pa be 700 ho no nti ehia say ebenya Ghana for do na mo so akoye law sebio me no ka say ekoye from the General Legal Council sebio Chief Justice ka ho nipa bi ka ho a mo se omo de omo ntiase se sa mrantie ne babawa 499 na omo se sika twitwire die ekotwere exams no ye bema omo akotwere law sebio eye mrahye bedwum the legislature omo tenase eye MPP ni NDC for eka mo tiri bom ka se we de eye homtesem sebio nkora na kotwere exams omo kire se ye mo kwan a omo betumi aye dwumadie na anase omo betumi sua de abaye lawyers papa nti for the first time MPP ni NDC eka mo tiri bom no omo se eye dipa eduanan enkron 499, right? Nipa 499 no. Yanji omodomko Ghana Law School no. Sebio Lord ye ni nyina ne se oye edwuma no. The moment I was start ye edwuma na wo practice no eno na wo experience no. Attorney General Godfrey Dame ayibi ama Parliament. Kai say Parliament for ena ema Godfrey Dame ho kwan eman be Attorney General. Ende okachiro mo se sebio se obey lawyer enye ade a yabo ato chinchina also a lawyer enye what we call a right. It is just a privilege. Inti ono person kire say obia no ho kwan mbranche obia chinchinenche so also a lawyer ni na ono na adwene mu ene nyoma bi ono hu ni say o se kekesi ni ansa na nipa etumi aye lawyer. Sebio assembly asema some kese enwumre menya botere achechire mu adekrontia papa your friend Sam Okujato oti General Legal Council so omo disciplinary committee no chairman no ende odi parliamentarians atem adentra mekire wadekodi entia ende papa we waje asem no aboso enwumre yebedwudwum yebekirechirem because ye kan okre ekire to me bidin ede Kevin Koberu Taylor show we ede with all due respect extended version / state of the nation and / pound for pound. Yabano ne aba. Aman for Facebook, omo hweme. Aman for YouTube, omo hweme. Nipa bebre wo wiase a omo nitua show we. Ebi mo homo pese ebi hu omo enso de bia omo tia because nokre ene ka kire to me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. After this short break, we will start the show.
Are not independent. The judges are not independent. When they are selected, they are, they have to kowtow the line of the person who empaneled them.
So you are trying to say that the decision to pass 120 is
no. When students go to court, they will lose, and they will lose because the judge who will hear the case will be told what to do.
But I mean,
the judges. Yes, I know under Article 127 of the 1992 Constitution, independence of the judiciary is guaranteed. I'm telling you, as a lawyer and as a former director of the law school, that when the General Legal Council is taken to court, the judge who will hear that case may not, be all that independent. So if students decide to take the General Legal Council to court 100 times, they will lose 100 times. The judge who will hear the case is not going to consider the matter in controversy based on the available evidence in front of the judge. So the judge will do what he's been told to do, or she has been told to do.
Does that indicate that judges in Ghana are not independent?
In political matters, in legal education matters, I am saying that they are not bold. They are timorous. They can't bite. They can only back. Quote me. Then when they go to court, the chairperson of the council is also the Chief Justice. Therefore, the chairperson of the council will select the judge to hear the matter against the General Legal Council. Do you think you will win?
All right. Thank you for staying. You're still watching With All Due Respect Extended Version. Today, we'll be delving into such matters. The man made it clear that the General Legal Council is actually a cartel that nobody can win a case against. The law students who today are being prevented from entering Ghana Law School, to be very honest with you, they can never win a case against the General Legal Council because the Chief Justice is the chairman of the General Legal Council, and the Chief Justice, in fact, will select the judge who will sit on that particular case. So basically, your captain telling you to go do some job for him, and you can never sit and say, I'm not going to do what he likes. The same as Onyuiga Opuni's case. So it's very important that we look into this issue very, very well. The General Legal Council The court, they have become a rubber stamp for some people in this country. These are some of the things we'll be discussing today, this evening. Let me say hello to a few people, and then we can do the do. On YouTube, please like the show. We are doing 586 likes. You know, we start the show officially with 1K likes. Let me say hello to a few people. I'll be back to check if we have the 1K, and then we can officially start the show. So let me see who is on Facebook right now, and then yes, we can do the do. I think we have enough stuff here. I'm missing one document. Okay, it's here. On Facebook, I can see Hannah Pokia watching me this evening. Good evening, Hannah. Have a wonderful evening wherever you are. Rebecca Akakpo is also live here. On YouTube, I can see Francis Aidan, Olivia Dikunu, and on Facebook, Maria is here. Maria Abenyega is watching me. Isa Sana is live on YouTube. Regina Kwaku Kwe. Thank you very much, Regina, for the rose. Thank you. God bless you this evening. Money Need Money is live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. Amma Mac Gold is representing here. Good evening, Amma. I can see Anita Ado watching Edu, watching Kevin Taylor and Ghost Team. John is here. Felicia is on YouTube. I can also see Francis Aidan back again. Rush is here on YouTube. Queen P is watching Kevin Taylor on YouTube. Duma Tori is also live on YouTube. Doti Shargo is live here. I can see Samuel Ni Okain watching me on Facebook. Openyi Kojo Nyame Sa is live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. Matthew Amwa is watching Kevin Taylor and the Ghost Team this evening. I can also see Francis Neto on YouTube. Tina Voshia, how are you doing, Tina? Have a wonderful evening wherever you are. Edmond is watching me right now. Regina Kwaku is back again. Fabian Bright Sayeb is also watching Kevin Taylor. Sylvia is representing on Loud Silence TV. I can see RG Fargon. I think it is right. I hope I got your name right. Alhaj Zabilu, right, is watching Kevin Taylor and the Ghost Team right now as I speak. All right. You Got Nevs says she has been very, very busy. Good evening, You Got Nevs. Thank you very much for sending a message through a very trusted source. You Got Nevs, wherever you are. Good evening. I'm Theophilus Parker. Parku is watching me on YouTube. Hanan Idris is watching Kevin Taylor and the Ghost Team. Let me see what is happening on YouTube. On YouTube, likes, we are doing 666. On YouTube, the likes, we are doing 666. Oh, right, we just moved to 669. Very, very important. 669 this evening on YouTube. We are also doing now we are doing 673 on YouTube. 673 likes. We need to do 1K likes before we can officially start today's show. Abuaji Bernard is watching Kevin Taylor on YouTube right now. I can see DJ Kwesi live on YouTube. 680 likes right now. We can still do it. We have just 3 minutes more to start tonight's show. Dan Gajiri, with all due respect, Professor Dan Gajiri, good evening. Good evening to Shafiq Suleiman. You can follow his page on Facebook. It's called Real Talk. Real Talk is another political platform on Facebook. You can also follow Inkoto, Nkoto, on Facebook. It's another strong platform that you can follow. You can also follow Timo Media, Timo Media on Facebook. You can also follow Timo Media. You get the news there. There are a few people you can follow. Yes, there are a lot of people who are ready to speak truth to power. That is Real Talk on Facebook. You can go on Facebook right now, search for Real Talk. The host is Mr. Article. His name is Shafiq Suleiman. You can like his show and follow every time he's live. Timo Media, Timo Media. You can also follow that page and he will give you the fact. We also have Inkoto, Nkoto page on Facebook. Inkoto. I think his logo looks white. Yes, very intellectual indeed. And you can also follow Inkoto. I'll be telling you about a few pages you need to follow if you want to, in fact, get to know the truth and nothing more but the truth. We promote each other. We try to make sure that the right pages are out there for people to follow so that they get to know the truth. That is what we do here. It's very, very important. We push each other to make sure that the right message is sent out there. It's what's the sense in having an issue with people? At the end of the day, it's the same thing. Everybody wants to send a better message across. So these are very, very important pages. If you're watching me this evening, you need to follow. And as usual, you follow with all due respect. You follow Loud Silence TV. You follow Loud Silence TV on YouTube, on Facebook. Every platform we are there. Thank you very much, family. All right. Somebody saying, Kevin, check your mic. I don't have to check my mic. I know what is happening. Thank you very much for reminding me, though. We are doing 766 likes. 766 likes on Facebook right now. YouTube, 766 likes on YouTube. We need to do 1K likes before we can start the show. Now, Diana AC Ewo Ghana and there. Monka Bibin Cheme. Now, for 2 minutes now and discuss what is happening in Ghana before we do the do. What is happening in Ghana? If there's something happening in Ghana, let me know quickly before we can start the show. What is happening in Ghana right now? What is the news? Iyaba Opochichi Waba. Is Opochichi back? Teletubbies for Papa. Is he back from sleeping Jenny? Ekufuado Wabafia na so mbaye. Ana order hone na order. Akwane de order rough. To me that deep. Yaba. Okay. D Money is watching us right now. What's the news in Ghana? What's trending? What's trending in Ghana right now? We need to know what's trending. Usi Ediambumbo Kukuya Ediane Bibu abo wankasa. Ebi muso mobusuafo be wunti omo ntiase omo dwa. Enso ne yo sankofo na Tigana yenhye mahama. Yo sankofo na Tigana Ekufuado Ediata Mills age edidi na tem x-ray no. Ende yesi amanfo adwene aseye a modwa. Amanfo abodam masa wabodam ebesa de wako back to bibia obodam no. Yebekwa koso wadwene. Ye we are here. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, so wabodama no afan show them upia yebekire so wabodam. Inti why asoso wadwene bia wabana wadwene so wabodam inti sia ne asoso ntu asaba no. We are here. We are waiting. We will meet you boot for boot. And we are ready for anything. It's very, very important. Into Oma Mabobo Damna is here now. Oma sorry fi Omo Damon Paswa. A man for your propaganda. At the me say, what bodama, you bet you also what bodam. At this point, you know, say you be with Triso what bodam. Why you said you would trima what bodam. Into a bodam for no Baka hono. Wodo dam na bat ne fie ye din na manyansa fo nkasa but say wodo dam de ba hade ya bet you say na bodam chen. Inti abodam for no be free mu no my ready yes I ready I inti ene de we are not kidding here the idea koja killers no the same thing and the be kwame amponsa inti media maka me say as I'm here if you are ready and you think you have a case all that you have to do is to do the right thing. If you do the right thing I'll also do the right thing. Ye de yo hane are ready yensuro bia mazabadabi ye nya Ghana ne wo na udi nka police station na wasem there it doesn't work like that. So we are ready inti abodam for no be kan ho no you took leave of us for like a month. Abodam for us aba back. Me say you be mama bodam one day muti TV so kasa na madwene na ate ta because you see you say I saw the lead as some madwene no. Any yimo every hospital na mabafie. Inti sa baby the lead na so you be mama pressure be. We are telling you people and we are ready. We will make sure say sa lead na there so some madwene na mudi mu jimi asaba no. You be ma lead na te na lead no ete wo Ghana. Ansa na plane medura bruchire no wu. Inti you be te no ama yisi ad papa nyahwe bone nyahwe inti mu amabodam no welcome to the land of the wise abodamfo no yemama kwaba mo beduru dia yeso ye wa ha ye de ye wa dada nyame hyiraye ye no yembu nipa nimtia ye ne wo ho no yemfa obi sibia oluki ena ye de kan nyansasem no inti wagimi wabodam na waba yeso yabodam ne ye twen ho ye bete wadwene na ye de led na so no amekuru se bibia edaye I say what is happening. Let me go back to YouTube and see. We are doing 837 likes on YouTube. 837 likes on YouTube. Teletubbies for Papa. Wabafia na so mbafi. What is wrong with Teletubbies Papa? Ekufuado nebo system unit. Or that's no about me. Me say one day or the TV so I no page na to Joe Wise ko ho. O say hey, na me ka say me ne rebel. Or that rough. Na na dan Ekufuado. Enti Teletubbies Papa ba mo say Obiago ka se wabroni e parliament is no news kojo upon kroma e ka papa no at the end of the day papa no crash starting na nim bibia story na two girls bi no work on masem and so teni de nenim sa abo anti e ba na de share tedi ni ko mahama na embo ni di fan hyem ni fa nkoto aba e de nya Ghana fo jimifo bebre ai me na me nkoto aba omako school omo nya jimifo omo wo degree omo de nden me ntuma hama me nto aba man DC jimi ade mahama diskan ko matresi buache mmoa ende mojabu president wo bo jantra na kana mubuofu jantra ni president we ni nam Ghana ne fuse kontoa ya kana mubuofu we de wanyini na hwana nanane ne fie ye nyina ye nana we fie enti nana bi wo ha we jimi chen bi nana bi agimi chen nana bi enti ye ma obi a chance no ema onfa age embe hunhuna nipa wo ha ya ba de ne aba enti sa mo jantra ni president na na dan kwekufuado no bebi obi a no mo nche ne se jantra no e bon no ho se die ai ne ho bon die president Papa Kokora with the 88 enche no wu na obo jantra. It is very, very important we make these clear. These things they are going to be clear. And we are not going to say, with all due respect, Sebi, no, because in Penifona last no Jimmy no, Oman and the Ome Jimmy, Ebika so Meshibi, Ebika say, I want to for any people for Yambo Medium Kuomo, and then the Abande or see Jinasoniaka, because Bodamini or Bodamini, no matter what, Memaka. Me say why you be wa adwene so wabafi no wabodam uni option bia. It does not matter how you prepare yourself, how people brand you wabodam ya say wa adwene ye bia utiri so atibi enti wa adwene na enye de nyankopon de ye no we see ano de bia obegina kase bia ye statement bia you are considered as a full mental FM. you are a full mental human being. What bodam full. When you come and go, na bodam ni bi wa boss, your friend come and go. Sebi when you come and go line pet, what bodam, it doesn't matter with sika, it doesn't matter o car what bodam, because you be wa adwene so sardine. Inti, it is very, very important to say we make these things clear. Inti mo bodam na ye mo free na mo ba no ya bet ya chemo. Why? All right, let's check. We have 884 likes right now on YouTube. Let's do 1K likes so that we can do this evening. You're still watching With All Due Respect extended version. My name is Kevin Kobedu Taylor. My producers are called The Ghost Team. We are all over the world, Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas. We are bringing you facts and nothing but facts. Ladies and gentlemen, we have less than 200 likes to start the show tonight. Let us push to 200.
I hope and pray that this digital nonsense that is being spread all over the place will materialize. We love it, but we would only appreciate it if it comes from a truthful mouth. The mouth that continues talking digital, we are fed up with that mouth. It's a lying mouth that everybody in Ghana knows. And this is the guy who wants to be president. Jesus have mercy. These people have done my brother very, 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 very bad. It will take him time to be able to resurrect from the doldrums of lies.
When they, for example, when they said they're going to build the dams, now Ladislaus Klawiki, you know him?
No.
What's his name? Baumia. I call him Ladislaus Klawiki.
Why?
Because he talks so much crap. You know. Yeah. What he said.
That's the vice president.
So what? He's a human being, ain't he?
They say you disagree with him, but this talking crap is a bit harsh.
See, that's why we're backward.
No,
we don't want to talk straight. We lie.
Talk straight.
They tell me, so I destroy the whole thing. Tell them straight. Hey, Baumia, what you're saying is crap. Period.
What has he said with his crap?
Everything he says. I enjoy him, though. I like him as a person because he knows the people are stupid, so he just give it to them all the time, you know? And I like it. He gives it to them, you know? He said he's going to do this. I'm surprised he didn't tell him he's going to shave Jesus Christ's beard.
And a go for your catcher, but Kwasiakika, because the people accept crap. So the issue is Kofi Ayasomakano. And some days here to say Jimmy Dawson, the Digitalization, Digitalization, a Dawson. So sometimes they do point where we the young ones have to speak truth to Penina with Jimmy, Penina on Kanokre, Penina Obamaino. We need to tell them. Say Anyasana, Sa Sebium Penifono Mujimi Mona, Nipebi Esso Mosono, ya best say Kroniani Bebre. Yes, because so we are MP, so we are Penini, so we are minister, so we are one when Jimmy and Kanchawa. Now, ye cause a problem at my home because as time goes on, your foolishness will be a burden on us. A bit young penny for a big good New Jersey. I yes, Omo MPs, Omabodam, and Omanama Bruche, and Omu Jimmy Omo, I oba, and your friend my pen crack cones, a dear pen crown, ni tif font time, and on nam, your friend my pen prayer cones, made them put at Tim prayer cones at the end, Jimmy Wabodam, Yatitan Adrinibi. From ender, as some became a mentally challenged student, and a waba. I'm or a mentally challenged human being, and about bodam or your bodam for I didn't share in this Obano be do a term or Bano can some or Bano see it as a mental human being, you know, now bodam or your anchor for candidate and on nam or any baby a say a far junior than a come. It does not matter whichever platform he's on. Baby Obekasa or Sautia say no jinawa also where they were ye, me and we total FM. Where do we yemfa na asem nyasem enti 15 ne no ye nyasem ne ye ka na se un jimi ni bia begira yakobie na adwene mo beka bia so dabi let's move forward where do we total 90 ebodamfo na yase so mo ebia kogu parliament ende omoko akoshe mrama ye no. It's very, very important we separate the mentally retarded idiots from a year oma adwene ye adwuma. Yes, it's true. And I am not saying this to hurt anybody who has a family member who has. I'm specifically saying, you were MP, be a Ghana, and the Okoni Jezi or to Wabodam, Yatitin Adreno, Adrenin Yejuma, you the lead as so. Inti a Jimmy Forum also sono, Betty Jimmy Bibeka, I and away the own to me or free. Sa Jimmy ni jina wakasi yanko shi obi ne de we hu ene de na problem na otwenwe owu a why problem be na atunipa otwenwe owu ni esie na enya Ghana ne yenya ya solve your problems ni bi inti Nyankopon ko do sometime I know sometimes the antenna say, well, all right, let's move forward. We are doing 982, but I hope and I pray that there's a fact. Complications by December for Besaba. I baby so by December for Besaba. A betty beam, Nana dear tia to Krumha. A betty. Na say you're the lead in the soil. A betty. I didn't Besati. First one, a chance. Second one, a betty. A tia. Unya chance. Ubo. I think I better say Jimmy Fosso. Oh, yeah. For Jimmy, it's a betty. And I did me say a betty. The probability is about 99.9%. Nyame na ye na bibini bro ni ebie so na ode lead aso ebete. Enti brain surgery de wo ye wia ni so apem. Enche adwene mu no inso be start a pile na afa eye ohu. Inso na wa adwene mu because ya so nti entumi flow kese. Fluid na wo adwene mu no ebe block na afa otiwa na woni so town. Ade be chie so wu ubewu because it is part of it. Enti ene de memo bi ndada o say I bring the do wa ye wi wa format we ye twa format na ma wo. Ye brain ya format u brain no enti ede virus ndi o taratara ho. Virus free ha ebe wurem obebodam obeyi ansa na wewu enche very very important. Enti broni na te wade ade wa format ade no virus antivirus wetuma fa ni nyina nguso den ya ba ko be wurum virus 1 million ba ko be wurum owurum akinkrin asam ne de ndase Sunday gina sorry dem ye da nyame ase wo de obeye amaye enche nyankopon nim de obeye amaye me de bronya ende da be November de by December 28 wo de na panyan na asate wedwa atamoso no ye ponko mebo atamoso no otwe na bugina na budidi na tem Professor Wedi Oyare atamusu bewu na odi obewu de ope usuro ubewu oye den a ubewu enche oh yeah yes ya so wadwene we a fish ye bie kanko sardine so ya format wadwene ubewu ebe breaki because on say broni de oyama wa no asoso obesoso neat udru Ghana ebe sate enche amanfo akoma ebo bri Kevin Trimu adin otwe atamusu no ya ponche mebo Atamos no ya ponche yankwohye Muhammad no yo dwan ye ubewu wadwene be sei inso be sa begiri me de wada adanyankopon asese onyame ye da wase said the waya ma ya fi. Thank you very much in Jesus name. All right, let's do right now. Now, let's go straight and take care of social media segment 317. Good time. That is 7:17 in Ghana. Young yet do quick. Where you cry? What but down. This year there are some people we don't have to take serious or your anchor for candidate. The making be you people know say we about them. And you see there, man, the person said you who say be about them, they be more them. It is almost so big as baby TTM. No, yeah, about them, mama hamo. I'm please, Ghanaians, listen to me. My ade when you complicated. It does not matter. Say nipa ne babetna TV so obetna baby no kasa and I'm me away and I'm try shoe and I shall watch kasa hey lenko hwe you for we dey anka fro wa teach no aba we ye twa de nyankopon ye na to atwene de show this here a red wire ni bi de speaker wire no the speaker wire na ahwem into speaker wire na corrosion e be wi na achi kakra enche bia otwen atamos de owu na mwanya chance nante. Okay, all right. Let's see. Now, maybe some question. Wayne. It's very, very important. I ask this question. Adwoa Safo, is she still a minister? Are we paying her as Ghanaians? It's very important. We ask these questions because, as we all know now, Adwoa Safo portfolio is a minister. Where is she? Is she being paid as a minister? Why are we not serious? In this way, Adwoa Safo na or namuna se si ade tikronim. Ye tuanika every day or say or no ko indefinite dien e say e krono penyini ni mana ye president or no wadane a rolling stone on shade nim de oye Adwoa Safo, is she taking salary as a minister? Is she in Ghana? Who is she working for? If she doesn't want to be a minister again, she should come out, let us kick her out and get somebody to do the job. Because today I saw the acting or whatever woman swearing in some people. And I'm able to say, na Adwoa Safo no Ghana ene diana. Ada e krona esi ayebu no, yenim nyansa bi ma na. And am jantra fo abedi enim, enya Adwoa Safo asa na meka na ekufu ado na so jantra ni. And am jantra ni president we abedi enim, and esi ano, the rule of law no, we don't know where we are heading. As a nation, when him say in less than 40 days, right? And the fourth, let's say in less than 62 days, 63, 65 days, not 2021, no, it is gone. In less than 60 days, not 2021, no, the buyer na say ye, ebimudi Jimmy to Abama Ukpu, Teletubbies Popino, Udum Sana 2021 is gone. We have been talking for 1 solid year. Nothing has been done. No job. This president, this government cannot point to one thing and say, 2021, this is what we were able to accomplish. We've gotten a man, he's been bitten by a dog who has lice rabies. And on no orca digitization is not having any impact on anyone's life. And I just want to ask, say, so another 1 whole year, we didn't do anything. It's all about talking. And a president Nibo Jantra, and Obian Pesobeka, a Kufaria Jantre ni on nam, and a high rent to women, Ninano, oh, a master to me or mother. Uwe fuwe ye ujina wa uhu machino. Uwe kufuado we funa wo holisia ujina wa uhu machino. Oya otiri say ya uhu machino. And then I will pray who say, my question is simple. Adwoa Safo, what is Adwoa Safo doing now? Ye damu tianika as a minister. What job is she doing? Ekode Timono, say what is wrong? There's nothing you can say it's a crime. We have a home minister who is just walking banchire and telling us say, give me indefinite leave. E krono papa dia. And now Adwoa Safo, o papa Safo can thank a company kura obetuma ko say yema indefinite leave. Abra ye tua waka a unye adwuma. We need to get serious in this country. Let's stop the foolishness. Let's stop these kind of foolishly following individuals. We need to look at the issue. We are paying this lady. We are giving her money. We are giving her incentives. And she's not working. She isn't working. I was expecting her constituents to even say, Masa, you have to even resign as an MP. Because at this point, what is the sense in us wasting our time on this? So this is where we are today. This is your minister of gender. This is your minister. And as we speak now, nobody is asking any question. This is a TikTok MP, NOB cannot, TikTok MP, JSS MP. She cannot, this one cannot sit and crack her brain and say, this is my submission to move this nation forward. No. When she was at the housing ministry, we saw it. She is one of the worst ministers under Ekufuado. Only the worst ministers. Tell me, to a housing ministry. She basically was there as a school feeding program, madam. She didn't do anything. She didn't add anything to their policies. Attaching us when it is aching police and not to or sign a contract or disca or we are free. No investigation, nothing. Or the Nitimu to Aqua Parliament, and we are still hailing these people. So sometimes I ask myself, the work we are doing, are we actually, you people, majority of you people, they're supporting this kind of foolishness, you know? What is wrong with you? And it hurts me because you go to New Jersey, and also another Worcester, a Jimmy Fonu Bebre or New Jersey, young men and women are, Sebianim Sobubeko school abrochre. Sebion Commotion Yansa Kakra, and Nim and Woma Kakra, I'm from MPP 4, number 1. A year Guy G. Almost on my school, almost on my community, Kufa Kwala, Teletabisimba, Yan Yabeko school, Yan Yansa. They cannot sit down and analyze and say the people we are following today are foolish. Can they see, you live in an environment or in a system that the people are accountable to, we, the voters, or we, the citizens? And these foolish idiots, they parade them in New Jersey. They say, "Uyi Worcester for New Jersey, a Jimmy Fone Dawson." And it hurts me because the young ones who did not have any opportunity in Ghana, who got the opportunity through green card, who got the opportunity through some people's connection to come to America, no, they are not even taking advantage of the opportunity to think and reason and say, now Minister Jiminy Weya maybe Dinechi, ono Ghana or one in the constituency over 24 years in Parliament, on to me nyakwai, na ma wo ma wo se otwe ema me bigiri dimechi emende me friend 911 a car ba be fame and then me friend 911 one fire truck, two policemen. These things happening in somebody's land. I don't mean to mean count when him and omudi omujimi onomudi guni Jersey wo omandane mwa. The young ones, I don't even blame the older ones. The older ones so I don't care. But the young ones almost not much paper. Let's write article with Jimmy article. You need to understand, they say, when you hail the foolish old ones, their problems they will leave behind. You know, we will be burdened. And these fools, they one day come to Ghana and say, "Nameti abrochiro, because school of bronzo, me na namwa how, intimonya me MP, na a Jimmy phone be so general no my MP. No, I betwa Jimmy na abodam phone na almost support to mono. I'm betwa Jimmy so because it's all about tribe, it's all about Asante for, it's all about your Jimmy cry team. So that is what we are doing now. And I am not going to mess words because it is looking like the middle class, the young ones, no, especially New Jersey, Worcester. A Jimmy no Dawson, Omo Jimmy Dodo. They are becoming too foolish. They are becoming too foolish to the point whereby it is giving these old fools, old idiots who are in our political settings, you know, it is giving them some encouragement. Say, they are towing our line, so we have to continue fooling. Into Tinakruma, etumia yet to the point they say, development, horizon, they have become more foolish than with all due respect. It hurts because at this point, what are we looking at? What are our priorities? And a Jimmy Four and God being so good, you know, we are all around. We are all at the same age with them. Satam do not Jimmy Bagana so position. We will remind them. We will come and remind those fools and be like, Mujimi, you know, time and wrong, you know, you were the people leading the foolishness, and this is the time you want to come and lead the same foolish people. We will cut you into pieces. We will cut these fools into pieces. It is important to say we understand. Yet, maybe as I say, young ones no more Ghana. And I'm share that guy G Dino because this is a guy who has been parading himself around. He has been parading himself around saying he's an intellectual. I bet you what young woman. On an OD MPP, small boys in New Jersey. Jimmy Abodamini, I bet almost on the so. And it makes you feel sad because when you go there, you see a lot of them. A lot of these tribal foolish fools who have come to Europe, America, land, but still, they just go to school. They don't educate themselves. They just go to school. They don't educate themselves. And that is where the problem is. Election 2020. Now say Jimmy for when you get your plane ticket about Ghana. Near your more agents. Their idea is they are not sitting in the system. System ni omu ntimu biemo. Omu ti abroche na omu bo omu kwasi ade. Inti time ni do a ni abe omu agent no ma betina Ghana. No mo abaya na manfo vote am Jimmy for. No ma sa betina abroche. Na nka mo ba Ghana be ye agent no na nka mo tena Ghana ho. You get what I mean? Sa guy G in the group of four na sanko for no. Kamoba Ghana 2020 election no. Moba bebe a party agent Juma or electoral areas no. Then come satina Ghana. Then you feel the heat, but you foolishly go to Ghana and then you go and make sure say a foolish man is elected. Then you leave and come and live in a country where Enyansafone diswa or Yirene Womba today as we speak they have all the coverage. They have their health insurance intact. They have their salaries, your wife, you yourself and your wife, must salary in Kemuda. Adentina muntina Ghana na mobadi Teletubbies papa ebedi enimno esa ontina ho. Because most of you are Teletubbies. You see where we are today? Into Jimino, it is looking like the middle, the youth. Yenye age group no, dodo ni Jimmy, dodo na ma tribe di omenim, dodo no ama Jimmy adokuro to the point whereby they can't read between the lines. Because the ambition is media menja American passport too, because Meko Ghana edi ambe DMP inti mamindi kwasi ampenyi we china manfo hu se mepe kwasi ampenyi we asem inti kwasi ampenyi we de metantare no ho a me ba Ghana ombeto ama me na me de me Jimmy na sa be corrupt me be deska. No, we are not going to allow that again. We are not going to allow that. Anytime say me metiano, I don't need anything from Ghana. I am an American citizen. I don't need anything from Ghana to go take any position from Ghana. I don't like it. I don't need it. It will distract my life. Ghana Dena, what is there? My job here, the mission say, I need to make sure I make sure the ordinary Ghanaian is also living as a human being. So biti kromha, na so say, only the ambition yina say, debi meko Ghana kwa MP adab ni pano oye kromfo oye ri I'm telling you. So bit to Chrome ha. No, say media, Debbie Mekwa Ghana, Akodi MP. At this point, you know, or your Chrome 4 into Hadia, media, mainly American passport, mainly Debbie, may see green card because more ambitions have Akodi MP or Ghana. But this same person is not going back to tell the people the problems. Omon fighting. Those are the criminals we have today. Ekufuado Busana say, the classmates were ultimate control. And let me announce to you, on Sunday, I will be doing a special profiling on Nana Danko Ekufuado. Na my mama who say on your lawyer. Or your trufo or your cromfo, judges been a buano, menotie on one classmate. Nana Danko Ekufuado, you call Justice Apalu office, and you saw Onunkwa in as a lawyer. Onunkwa, he doesn't have a classmate. And on Sunday, we will be doing a special profiling of Ekufuado. Remember Ghana for who Ekufuado is. The man is an imposter. And this is a conversation majority of Ghanaians have been on say, you're confusing Ghana for about who Ekufuado is. And the picture being in Kwame Nkrumah, the book, it is not Ekufuado. It wasn't Ekufuado. It can never be Ekufuado. And they are sharing it. But Sunday, no, in Umbrella 7, I'll be on air. I will take my time and let you know the beginning of Ekufuado. I would be doing there. The guy is a walking imposter. And I will break every single thing down. Now, Obiatin wants to say, Aqua Wayne Kanokre. Because as we speak today, he can never point to one person on any school as a law student. On any year. He doesn't have. Because he is not a lawyer. Because every single thing on his resume is a lie. You need to understand that. Sunday no mechanici enya butre chechire brofum ema obie who Ekufuado is an imposter, he's a liar. They built something around this imposter, this liar, into to the point whereby ubusasa ne classmate we na man for bufu. They don't want to the ubusasa certificate you see ahira. He is a liar. Inti ye ma menom, ye sisters, ye papanom, people, Sunday evening I will be here. We will do intensive profiling of Ekufuado. Now they will say onim anything better than the Americano. Now also the Abba say, I am the classmate of Ekufuado in this law school. I practice with him as a paralegal. This is the certificate. And I want any paralegal company or Ekufuado here to write a statement and say, we worked with this guy here. He is a liar. You have an imposter, a criminal as your president. The guy is a liar. And he has used that to get to this point. That is why he does not care. Let's do the deal. All right. First social media story. Yeah, got it. Yeah. So I'll also take my time. Maybe Ochna, we will deal with these young boys in America, Europe, Asia, Omoya Ghana for their idea in say, let's make sure say Ghana no ejimi for we will support criminal politicians. Send a so it will pave way for us. And we will show you pictures. Social media. We will show their pictures. We will let you people know their life, what they are getting in America, where they live, and then we will tell them and ask them. Say, mo ekrona mutim sisiano. Adena mon presa ama Ghana for. It is important that we name and shame. And that is what we will be doing here. We will be picking them out. Articles, especially radio. And pictures, you will show their families, you will show where they live, and you see the comfortable life they are in. And then I will ask Ghanaians, say, these are the people sitting in New Jersey, sitting in Ohio, sitting in Massachusetts, sitting in New York City, sitting in places and letting people think, say, everything is fine in Ghana. No. Because where we are now, no, say yes, idea way and show face. It is not going to. It is not, you see, we need to do this. We need to do this. Say yes, Anna. It will not push people back. It will not make people think. Me say, baby, I'm person muko biya monko. Enye krom hanieti. Me say, monko Mr. Donald Trump. Me hey, do you know the number of court cases at Damaso? They all don't have any facts. Nothing. Me say the person court wrong court. They were read me court here the least thing in my life. I have 5 videos here, not 10 videos I can play. The Obeko court be a case, no. You bet you know about the court. So me, I sit here, I am not scared of anybody going to court. Because whatever I say, I have the facts to it. Yes, so I can say you are a murderer. I have a reason why I'm saying you are a murderer. Because maybe you said something or you did something, that is why I'm saying you're a murderer. So I can say you are an imposter. And I say you are a green card fraudster. It is what you said And we have basis for every single thing that we say. Ahanya Gano, no akonya hunyinga, anaso akonya cheba for emana be diamond. No, you look at the issues. So what can say judge fonya and kwasiafo, judge or America no, you be watch no, near chance say, this is the same man bringing me to court. I can say judge for me and kwasiafo Ghana. It applies to you because you're also a judge. Say, okay, said. And a congressman actually apologized to you. There is a document from the congressman telling the world to say, you lied about that. So there's so many thousands of them. I am ready for anyone. And if you are prepared, me, I've never been scared of court. Never. Because and you can never use court to intimidate Obia left and right from right. No. Nobody can do that. Inti one was seminal and no any court. Yes, your own utterances. Because me question baby can say time my green card buy I took advantage of it. Me ko girl be wa embassy and I'm convincing and I'm trying to say you should break the protocol. Now on family that is crime. You have no idea. And that case can be open here because the United States of America, when it comes to green card, you don't need a third person in there. You need anything America for a green card, come to the US embassy. When you win, make sure you come to the embassy to pick your documents for processing. You don't have to be a third person to make a cent. And the moment it becomes dangerous is that when you say you made a cent out of it, it means you have duped the American system. That Amanfo don't know what they are talking about. You people don't know anything you are talking about. You are just making noise. And I am very much ready because we need to test some things. We need to test some things, and it is important. Makambe say, when you see me talking about something, say me never. I'm on 40 radio so can say Kevin Taylor ne papa and na den ne papa wa ko toilet no dem o twen ye bia wuti so aboafunu and the wabodama obegyina kan say me enka and they are you trimu ngwaye sa o ka say me enka Kevin Taylor papa dey say and abuwa toriwa why some about me enka ye beka. We will say it because Kevin Taylor papa do ya boa. Kevin Taylor papa de wa wo ye nipa che obi ano and they wona wadane aboi. Omo na wodi o matem nyina they are better, their brains work. And they will wadane full mental. You are full mental. Wabodam because obide that dear ura utima etwa wadwene bi ato atwene. You are not okay. You are insane. On your document, your medical document, you are insane. You don't have an idea now. On your medical document, you are insane because they have touched your brains. You are not a full natural human being. And I'm winning. We are terminator now. Obadam. Let's do the do. We fact check. We are ready for anything. We have a lot. We have a lot. So we are ready. Inti the audio musikendi no. Onji musikendi media. I'm here. I am here. I am not going anywhere. I am here. It's very important. All right. Yeah. Let's do the do. Our first story is this. Okay, Baumia Sasemo Yanes Baumia hit $15 billion dollars UK. Where is that money? This is a reminder. Where is that money? Baumia Weao. Today they want us to believe whatever Baumia and another black rasta catcher. This guy is a walking contradiction. Baumia Srunyame or you before. Because every single thing Baumia talks about is a lie. Every single thing. Me say a COVID-19 tracker no. And yes, akwea ni ti was say ejankebi no and a bejina TV so catch say the tracker is going to come solve the problem and it is digitization. Ask them where is the tracker? Mumbusa MPP for any Teletubbies for papa and it's system unit ekufuado jantre ekufuado any omom de no ho no mumbusa kenoforiata na wasake the boyfriend na bedi akono kenoforiata is gay honest our boy no. Yes. Why do you think Kenoforiata is not speaking about that boy? So he and I will show you people something. You get it? So Baumia it's a walking contradiction. The issue is at then and nipa sanabesa bejina Ghana for him abeka said digitization. And at the end I will deal with that issue. But my question today is they say Baumia went to hit $15 billion in China. Where is that 15 billion? You see these people? They are liars. They are liars. Now look at this too. Digitization, on account where government will build concrete roads instead of asphalt. Where are the concrete roads? Allah will kill this man. Because in the Quran, if you lie, Abraham, you have sworn an oath with the Quran. You would die a very miserable death. And this is not like I'm cursing Bawumia. It is the religion he is in. That is what the religion says. That is what the Holy Book says. This is the same man who said that. Has anyone seen asphalt road in Ghana constructed from scratch by these abozeges? Obi ehu asphalt road bi Ghana, and this guy has been in power for 5 solid years. Nema mi wu Nancy may her so rest in peace. Oko ekuraso ko twa kwan so koye kwan, ekoye street light. Ohum semu ya nkwasia for. It means those things could be done in a day. But the issue is he's not going to do it because he does not respect you. And a year guy nekano the non-equity part edin komono. Yes, or say Bawumia knows the people are foolish, so he gives it to them. Yani ama ya ho kwan ema Bawumia be hu se ye jimi for. Because ye Jimmy ya and can for Tracy Boacha some end to aba ebe decide your destiny for 4 years. You get it? Ebi mo to say no enen Ghana for ni be Jimmy Dodo. Ye Jimmy Dodo. So we sit down and we make people create something stupid to decide our fate for 4 solid years. Because Sao Shem is here, na sa to Abama MPP. Because Obi not to be kase Tracy Boachinti, Metwama, Abozege, Metwama, Teletubbies Papa, Metwama Jantre Kufuadwa. At this point, why na Jimmy forces here? Because you didn't look at the issues. And the lights bill, and the water bill, and the D&D, Nana Kuredo Ajma Rollins, Nekaba said you did Batman ichi. Nekaba said on the Pam Batman in Tadia Mano, and Oto, and the Jerry Bassa, okay, come Samusa, no, I say chrono, any brainty. The asphalt road, where is the asphalt road? Kofi, thank you very much. Asphalt road way. And these are all reminders we are going to remind you people every single day. These are all reminders. Now look at this. Bawumia, we have arrested the city in 100 days and given keys to IGP. How much is the city? The city against the dollar, I is saying we've crossed $6. We have crossed 6 cities. A dollar is 6 cities, something dollars. 6 cities and 2 or whatever. So this is a guy who has been bitten by a dog suffering from rabies mixed with lice and a wakano. He's just backing around. On Hinena in Brabino Tia Santimumuka Bawumia did not do forum. He did forano. Nana, the person bekasa because of fora. Fonka baby for the Bakwa Kasa. Bawumia has spoken. We want to know, say, his speech, is that a speech you were talking about, Anna? Is it a fora you were telling us about, Anna? Is this the intelligent and the speech? What has the speech brought? And home for so many. And this guy told us, well, lucky city, 100 days or the keys, ama IGP. The issue is the city, dollar and These are the basic things. So, unko school crada, I was say, what's now, nipa ne kansam bakumpo mbemu bakumpo embemu netro ya reba ya de ba UK ene be yi netro 5 years ni ontumi si clinic bako enka say eh time a metro ba ya na me de me makeup artist ni di mechi ne ya de betena UK na ye be yi metro ma me no bibi hia say hospitals no kra me ba na ye beto de yenwie dabi wabetira ha na wo say concert party. He is a replica of Nkomode. Bawumia is a digital version of Nkomode. Someone sa Bawumia is the digital version of Nkomode. Nkomode no, sa time no, already no, na on suit intina ni Jimmy no, AFA natural. But what digitizing Nkomode Jimmy no, and no suit no, oh Jimmy wom. He said the words are strong. Today, as I speak to you, a woman has died from going to deliver. We're in a hospital. A quine free fee, and then the crew make a hospital. No, this government came and there was a contractor on it, and they stopped the job. That woman died on the way, going to deliver, which is supposed to be one of the easiest things on earth. With all due respect, I'm not saying say going to give birth is easy, but the process should be an easy process. Say end out to America. Now say we are Jimmy for cry or hearing na say what kind of she would deliver. It is haram when you see people go deliver in America and die. It becomes a huge issue because the hospital could be closed down. There's going to be bigger consequences. So it has become something like it is default. Also, Obano or Wofan Hofanba. We sit in the country today, obi ka digitalization. Na yenya ekwan ya befa so kra kohwe ho yare na ebi ni ho. Chip compounder e one neighborhood mu kra yenye na amanfo de omu Jimmy a defend digitalization. Do you think digitalization or digitalization just comes when you speak about it? No, it's about putting the necessary infrastructure and basic things together before you can get digitalization to work perfectly. Obi baye Obeye 5G and for Ghana BC NCA BC. Oji say Jimmy. It is how now almost prepare the grounds for us to, in fact, have a better digitized economy. Oba yana wan betwaso, wan be build upon. No akochro brofo be catch ye jiminti ba omia o waya de. No, you need the basics right. Are the basics right now? How are the basics today? You need to get the basics right. Andra Metiso Kabibi say, young kids, every student will get iPad. Now iPad could tell. Then you don't have access to internet. It's a waste of everybody's time. Do you know that? It's basically an object. You cannot do anything with it. Accra na otia senkriguana the school dan krampo no yembo so na nsuo to na storm fire betuma bu ne kunu no. Wo so koma Accra bia iPad. Now the iPad ni share ni no internet. The obedi kura onye bi. What is the iPad going to do for a kid? Unless you are insane to make such statement. Unless you don't respect the people. Unless Ghana for some nimnyansa, Baumia's economy is basically a textbook economy. It is not governance economy. Baumia cannot apply his economy to governance because there is a difference between what he's doing. What Baumia is doing is a true and poor economics. But when it comes to applying it in governance, Baumia does not have that basic idea, intellectuality to apply it. And Intina, it sounds good, but application is tough because he cannot connect the two. Because he cannot connect the two. He is just speaking grammar. He is just meeting his boys to say, put something together that will sound nice. But when it comes to, when we talk about economics in governance, it's a totally different thing. That is practical. That is practical because what Kachiro be say, and when I talk 5 cities, and over talk 3 cities, you need to let the person know. Say, dear Namaye, say Namaye, you say a brother near 50 Ghana, you're 30 Ghana, internet and over talk no, and the cocoa 1 city woman. But time I'm a buyer. No, if you don't do this practicality and let them know understand. Now, I said, a broad dear, you need to cultivate maize in a very nice farm. The weather should be good. That you are making noise. That you are speaking grammar. The person needs to feel it because the moment you don't do that, then you are singing, you are becoming a backing dog. So there's a disconnect between what Baumia understands as economy or economics, and because the real thing is economic governance. When you want to help the economy, when it comes to governance, it's tough. It is very difficult. It is not easy. That is why at a point a government can say, let me go to IMF and seek for some kind of relief. The relief I am seeking, even though it is painful, I make sure that relief I will use it to benefit the country. So I'm going to be chastised for going to IMF, but the money at the long run, in the long term, I will be able to use the money I have used. I'll benefit from it. I'll get profit from it to pay back my loan. So in a normal day, like going to IMF shouldn't be a problem for any government. But are you going to use the money the way you're supposed to use it so that it will benefit and create some revenue for you to pay off your debt? And that is what the NDC government did. Go to IMF, be bold and take the money. But are you going to use the money well? So when you come and you build a hospital, when you come and you build an airport, you are creating jobs. That means you are basically taking something out of that money to make it double, to pay your loan. So it is not all about sitting and speaking grammar. I did economics in senior high school. Economics is basic. You can speak all the grammar, but at the end of the day, it comes to what we call scale of preference. What is your priority? Your priority should be first. Your second priority should be second. What is Baumia's priority here? Is it about creating jobs? Is it about making sure, say, the ordinary Ghanaian have you done anything practically to make the person feel, say, Petro Boy is saying? So your priorities, if you don't pick them right, that is when you every day come and speak grammar. This is basic economics. What are your priorities? You have no priorities if you are jumping from an economy where people have to walk, to cross river, to go to school, to all the way go to digitalization. Then there's something wrong with your brains. If you are moving from an economy, women need just a capital of 300 Ghana, 500 Ghana to start a business, to all the way go straight and say everybody is going to get Ghana card to travel to abroad, then you are insane. You don't understand. There's a disconnect between what you read and what you have to apply. So when you see people defending this, you realize that we go to school, but we don't educate ourselves. These people we see in suits every day, they don't learn. Baumia is the most weak-minded economist we've ever had, because sometimes when you listen to an economist who is practical and who knows what he's talking about, anytime the economist talks to you, you realize that he's punching or he's pricking practical things, because anyone can read economics. Any idiot can read economics. Economics is a buy and sell issue. Any idiot. Because today, when I go to the market with 2 cedis, now send me tomatoes no 1 cedi, then the old time 1 cedi 50 pesos, I'll have a problem with you because I also making sure a value no akosro. Say a value na akosro, quantity no akosro. Because you are selling to me for 1 cedi 50 pesos, but me to 3 tomatoes 1 cedi, Andra. So if you want to send it to me 1 cedi 50 pesos, it should be 5. Now the moment one man 5 or man 3, then I'll start asking questions. What actually changed? So these are basic things you have to know. It's not about a 3 hours grammar, standing here and making noise. And forums does not do anything. And it hurts me because he was standing in front of students who are learning, who should be asking and posing questions that will make this guy uncomfortable. And they're all sitting there cheering like idiots. Yeah, no, we have passed the comical age. We have passed the comedy session. We are in the real session. It is important. It's when me and Jai Sadi, and when I see people defending this liar, I'm like, do you think we are fools? We are doing basic economics now. Basic. Osora no pano, we are Juma way, me Juma wo, sa state fuel station way. Okay. Osora no pano, we are student. I see an school, me go school no, teacher etua ka 30 days per tom. That is basic economics. And sana we free wa because say okay, teacher for pay no. Se see ano ya be in such a way say a toma teacher ne benya confirmation on the phone. So the bank so benya confirmation. The government as a whole, the accountant general. So you start to do the secondary part. But the basics are not there. The basics are not there. Your internet service is poor. The charges people are paying for data in Ghana is poor. You are sitting there talking about digitizing what? One guy said, baby, people don't even have service. The person who brought internet service all the way to the north was when John Dramani Mahama was the communication minister. That is vision. And the internet caught up first. Go and check your facts. So let's forget about these people. They are liars. Now look at this same person. Every Ghanaian would own a bank account in 2018. Where are we today? Where are we today? Today they are even telling us, say, passport, Ghana card is better than passport. Now, Okwaji visa na, yeah, the visa better Ghana pass, Ghana card. To say these people, sometimes I think they have psychosis, they have problems, they have mental issues. Today, because of one election, we have made Ghana card bigger than a passport. Ghana card is bigger than a passport. Do you know what we're talking about? In the United States of America, when you want to get a passport for even your daughter or your son, and those fools in America, they know, they will not speak about it because I'm a party. It's a basic thing. You need just your driver's license. You need just your driver's license. Your driver's license, your birth certificate. The birth certificate of your kid. You get it? If it's even one parent going to do the passport for the kid, what is going to happen is the parent have to go sign an affidavit to show, say, or no kwan register a passport man, because in the future they don't want somebody to come in and say this kid is also my kid. So it is important you understand the say in a country as we speak now, birth certificate, we spend so much money to do birth certificate. What does it do? 2, we are talking about voter ID card. How much money have we spent on putting together a voter ID card? What does it do? We are talking about passport. The process you go through before you get a passport. Suddenly something came, they say it is Ghana card. What is Ghana card? Now Ghana card, now today a vice president stands on a platform across the world and say 197 countries would take Ghana card as passport. Are you insane? When you go to JFK, all those machines sitting there, each of them have a job. The United States of America, Germany, London, or the UK, they have reached what we call the creme de la creme when it comes to technology, but they still rely on hardcover evidence. When you entered and when you exited, you need to be stamped in and you need to stamp out. You need your fingerprints to be there. There's a specific reason they use a passport. When you are in America, you can use your driver's license to travel to any of the American territories, Dominican Republic and those islands. You can use your driver's license. Recently, we voted here. You needed just your driver's license to go in there. The woman takes your driver's license, looks at your face, and the woman will tell you, confirm your address on the driver's license. There's a computer in front of her. When you confirm your address, I live at blah, 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 blah. She will look at it and give you a note and say, go and vote. As simple as that. As simple as that. And these people know. These Jimmy Formutia Brocho articles, I can see, defending madness. They know. They have cut costs. You know what they've done? They have cut costs because they don't need to go create a new voter ID. Why do you need a new voter ID? You have a driver's license. The driver's license has barcode. Why do you need a Ghana card to just mess the whole system up? Because somebody wants to use the Ghana card to win elections. You can use just because the only time you need a passport to travel out of the United States of America, the only time you need a passport is you traveling out of the United States of America. Oh, to come from America, and a majority of the time you need a passport. But majority of the time, you will need just your driver's license. If you're a green card holder, you need just your green card. And if you're a green card holder and you have a driver's license, you don't need your green card anywhere. And the Americans, they've gone through this mill for hundreds of years and they know this is the only way. And you sit in Ghana and somebody tells you, I need Ghana card will give you visa. Who is going to give you that visa? Or no, Bawomiano, or bet you the Ghana card to do it. What is Ghana card? What the hell is that? What the hell is Ghana card? What the hell is Ghana card? Because you got a green card in America and you want to travel, you still need a passport. But someone could take a green card, you know. I didn't know because a green card is powerful. It's an American document and that it makes you a permanent resident. So you can just take it and say, I'm going to Ghana, just look at, because the passport is important. Every single passport has a unique number. We need to know your entry and your exit. You need a fingerprint so that they can keep records of your trips and your movement. You can't just go, where do we put the visa on that Ghana card? You want to tell me Americans are going to inculcate Ghana card into their system and say, oh, if we be America for a Ghana card, US embassy. And then they'll say, okay, you have done well. Give us your Ghana card. You stamp it, take it. Are you people crazy? The Ghana card is such a propaganda for elections. As we sit today, the EC has not even been able to come out to tell us how much we spent on the voter ID card. There was a card before, and that card before now, with the help of the Supreme Court, which is basically a criminal cartel, no? What that card did was it had a unique barcode and it had a unique number. So that voter's ID card number by number scrappy, you know. The new voter ID card, what did they actually add to it? Because when it comes to America, we don't do facial verification. Around the world, which country does facial recognition voting? Nobody. Around the world. Every single individual uses their driver's license to vote. So I don't know why Ghana has to sit there and make these idiots who don't know what they are doing say Ghana card is the gold. Ghana card is nothing. They are feeding your head with nothing. Some governments came and said, we have NIH card, or a national health insurance card. It's enough. You could have capitalized and also advanced even just the NIA card and say, you know what, you need a driver's license, NIA card, you are good as a Ghanaian. You came in and you said the birth certificates that the United States of America is using today, the superpower in the world, Germany, UK, whatever, are using birth certificate as a form of document to document you as a citizen. Ghana, we don't use birth certificate. We need Ghana card. Ghana card is trash. It's a way they stole from you people. Bawumia is insane. Bawumia is insane. He doesn't have the brains. He's done. He has nothing for you people. Why don't you people do that? Why don't you people do that? Why don't you people in a Bruchile, Germany, I don't know, can be being feel for say, hey, I quite some okay in Kwasia Samoka, and yes, I net here, and ye Juma. I don't know, try better dear Mume Jimmy. Why are we so foolish? Why are we allowing ourselves to be used like this? Uti America, you know how it works. Obitwitna Chroma 6 years. Now, who may be a green card and put that. With me, anytime I'm looking for my passport is when I'm traveling out of the United States of America. I don't use my passport, but it is important because without my passport, I can never live for any country. I can use my driver's license to go to anywhere. All the American territories, I'll just use my driver's license. I don't even need anything else again. Just my driver's license. I can go to Dominican Republic. I can go to all these small islands under America. But in Ghana today, just how many cards do we have? One country. How many identification documents do we have? Birth certificate, I don't know whether it works or not. We are talking about voter ID. We are talking about NIH card. We are talking about driver's license. And we foolishly are adding something called Ghana card. What is so unique about Ghana card? Oh, yeah, the TIN number. What is TIN number? In America, your social security card, when you open a company, you are given a TIN number. It is not on any document. It is not on any card. Every company has a unique licensing number. So you know your TIN number. In fact, when you go to the registry, you go anywhere and you say you want to search for, with all due Loud Silence Media, it has a unique TIN number. It is there. You don't need to create a card for you to be holding and say, this is my company TIN, this is my ID card, it has my company TIN number. It's a waste of time. Yeah, Jimmy Dodo. You can go to Hawaii, you can go to Guam, you can go to Saipan, you can go to so many islands with just your driver's license. Driver's license. We were here when these people came to tell us that the new driver's license is everything. Were we not here? Why are we making these people fool us like this? Waste our money. Jane Mensah is sitting at the EC. She has not accounted for the money she spent. Or say she has saved us 900 million or say 90 million. The issue is, why is the Auditor General entering EC? Ask yourself that question. When Charlotte Osei was at the EC, Yoko audited her. Even the police audited her. The Auditor General audited her. About 7 agencies audited. Shraj audited her. Why is nobody opening the door for the Auditor General to enter the EC? Because they know the crime they have committed. Because they know the criminality happening at the EC. They know that the money they are saying they use for the election, they stole about 70% of that money. And Jane Mensah is a culprit. She needs to go to jail. So we sit here and we protect criminals. The Auditor General has audited everyone. The Auditor General has forgotten the EC. Why? And when you speak like this and you try to break things down, Obi say, I'm talking on the issues. I am making you understand the truth. So also be the then Nipan also done because enya kura nipa no ama misika ema media or uncover a control system nim. So if anyone sitting anywhere and saying some politician, oh Mahama man say koda Mahama moko asori anka monto special offering fanda nyame enka nche nyankopon say mo danase to bring Mahama for Mahama to pay Kevin Taylor to tell you the truth. I'm telling you. Sabo ya Ghana for na nka munim amo amoso mu ye Christopher no Christians no kamo yo bi anka moko Sunday asori anka moko sofo yento special offering from Mahama na mfanda nyame ase say oh this kama Kevin uncover criminality in the country. Because if somebody is sitting somewhere and saying Kevin has been paid to speak the truth, then you have to understand that the person paying is doing the right thing and to save you. It is part. Sometimes intimacy. I don't get it. And nobody has been able to come out to say this fact you put out is a lie. Because they are thieves. You have about 6 identifications. Why? And the whole vice president stands in front of the whole nation and say Ghana card goes to 197 countries very soon, and then you will use that to travel to the UK. If you are in the UK and you are coming to Ghana, when I'm in the UK and I'm coming to Ghana, all that you do is you pick your Ghana passport, you buy your ticket. You don't need a visa. When you are in the UK and you are coming to Ghana, you pick your passport. If you are a Ghanaian citizen and you are not a UK citizen and you are coming to Ghana, if today I want to come to Ghana, I don't need to go look for any Ghana passport because I don't have. All I do is I pick my American passport. If I have my 5-year visa, I buy my ticket, I leave. Because there's a visa in there. If I'm a Ghanaian citizen, I still hold my Ghana passport and I want to go to Ghana, I don't need to go take any visa. All that I need to do is to buy a ticket and walk out of this country. So why do I need a Ghana card for somebody to stay in Ghana and say, you can use Ghana card to travel from? You are crazy. So I am in Ghana, I'm in the UK. I'm in America. I'm a Ghanaian citizen. I came for holidays or I came to stay for some time. I'm going back to Ghana. And then all that I will do is I will use my Ghana card to buy ticket. Even the ticketing agencies or companies will ask you, give us your passport number. Every ticketing company, anytime you want to buy a ticket, they will tell you, fill the forms and put your passport number in. No company will tell you put your Ghana number. What the heck is Ghana number? What the heck is Ghana number? You people should not be foolish. You should open your eyes a little bit. With all due respect, I don't blame them because they don't know what is happening. They have not been enlightened. These people have blocked information. It's first opportunity to make a decision in very decisive decisions to help everybody. My entire brochure, New Jersey, near Jimmy, who school ever call you now, Yensuan Sebia, and yet your brochure, yet Jimmy Sa, because media me a canity, Jimmy cost or something. So by the end of the day, Wombana Wamos and Chino, they will grow. They want to go to Ghana, Omudu Airport, or people bomb too, because you didn't fight when you were young for the system to work. Government to fix CCTV cameras in the police stations. In all police stations. And Osabe General said 10,000 has been fixed. Media Foundation for West Africa, they came to do a fact check. They said this guy is a liar. Last year or something, it was about 6,000. As we speak now, we've not seen anything. You see what they were doing. Before Bawumia came to put the concert party together yesterday or something, Kandapa had rushed to Parliament quickly to go and clean the propaganda and set the pace for Bawumia. So when you see the captions from different media houses, Kandapa or Parliament, Eko Kasai, Ansana Bawumia Bekasa, and Kandapa spoke on this matter. And what he did was, he said Bawumia could not install all the CCTV cameras because of COVID. Inti na or create avenue ama Bawumia to come and lie. When we they are not kids. They know what they are doing. It is deliberate. Every lie they tell, they practice it, they talk about it, they put it together, they make a decision and they lie to you. Shockingly, surprisingly, Kandapa came to Parliament the day before Bawumia spoke or the morning before Bawumia spoke to come and say Bawumia could not install the CCTV cameras. Are they for Bawumia? They are not for Bawumia. Bawumia could not install the CCTV cameras because of COVID. Then Bawumia will come. We have installed 10,000. The Media Foundation will come. We have fact check you. You are lying. So you see, the people don't respect you. Because they know that when they do that, they will still get some foolish people living in America, UK, Germany to defend this madness. Selfish people. NAPCO beneficiaries to be placed in permanent employment by end of October. And this was in 2021. 2021, we are in August, this August. And as our Teletubbies for Papa Kanye. Sa Opochichi certificateless president. Deuteronomy 23:23. This Opochichi, this Sulia Maradona, this guy, this Kojaki, just this August, every person involved in NAPCO will be employed. Permanent job. So the last time I was telling people, and I was telling the NAPCO beneficiaries, sue this government. You people will be shocked what will come out. Even when you sue, we know the Supreme Court or whoever court is going to, he's timorous. He will go in favor of the government, but it will be in the Ghana law book. And that is how you build a country. It is about America, any issue you raise, the Supreme Court or any court, and I say any regime, no, they will go back and check as some way be a sida. How did we apply the law? So the moment you people do this today, you sue for the president disingenuous or the president lies and all of that, it will be recorded. Don't worry about the outcome. The probability of you losing is high because you cannot trust the judiciary. But you are building a foundation for those behind you. Maybe I want to later but building that foundation for your daughter or your son. Send a baby back. Not so because maybe former and kwasi juma. Na 3 months, 1 year, 2 years, juma. A bino will think before they destroy the future of your kid. Into these things are very important. I know begin say, oh, court. Do you see, sir? Recently they went to court. When you go to the Ghana Law School, my law book, my name is in there. It is in there because I exposed the Attorney General that he went to see Doche. That is going to be in the Ghana Law book for years until God comes. And that particular story, one day, some case will come and they will use that as a reference. And it is important we do these things because say and then a man go for a chance every time they lie. Because if we don't take action today, if we don't sue today, and it doesn't, and it becomes a record, what is going to happen is Sabaumia by mistake, he will not be scared. He will come again and say, I'm going to create 400,000 jobs in 2 years. Go and sit down. Because when you go to court, there's nothing there for them to refer to. But when there's precedent, when that has happened before, the issue is no government in their right senses will make that statement. Abra Unim said they cannot fulfill it. So going to court, it's not easy. It's not like anything. It is to make sure, say, the future, the people behind you who are until you go to court. Because today, when these NAPCO beneficiaries go to court, right, and their case is simple, we joined NAPCO because the president stood in front of us and promised and made a commitment, signed a contract with us, we and Ghana government, that we are going to serve the nation. Even though we were supposed to be paid more than we are being paid, we took that promise, that contract in good faith, because we were told that at the end of the tunnel, at the end of the contract, we were going to be placed permanently. So even when our salaries weren't coming in, we were not worried because we have been promised. There was a contract. Now we have done our part. We've done the 3 years. Pick us, give us the permanent jobs. You tell us no. Let us know where we're heading. So the court has to decide. Now, when the court is so corrupt and says nothing happened, it is okay. Don't worry, they are not going to pay you anything. The government did not promise you. It's fine. It's in the book. One day another thing will happen, and a judge or a lawyer will cite it, and that will be the end of everything. So it is not just about you. It's about making sure, say, those behind you know they have a cover. That is why institutions, individuals, so about America, every single day when people protest, they sue. Do you know that? They don't just protest, they protest and they sue. They protest and they go to court, because that is where the archives will keep it. And it will be with the American law book, and it will be something that we have to refer to. So we refer to that and use that to make future judgments. So if I were you, guys, you need to sue. You need to sue. When you nipa 10, 20 kwana mu sue in favor of all your friends. Just 10, 5, 2 people sue. Even one person can sue and say, I'm representing the whole NAPCO. We are suing. Something will happen. But when you sit at home and say, election, when there's a change in government now by for bar, because that first one when to take action, we also make that same promise. The NDC can come to power and make the same promise, and you'll be in for 3 years, and after that, you don't have any reference to base your case on. So another 6 years. So the moment you sue today, the NDC comes to power. So John Mahama and the NDC make a promise about picking the youth, giving them permanent jobs after some NAPCO or whatever. They will think twice, because if you make a mistake, they will use the court to bring down your government. So it is important that anka menemwa anka mastati a lawyer, and those lawyers there, these are some of the things you sometimes do it for nothing to make sure you set a mark in our law history. It is not everything that you have to go for money. It is not everything that you have to say, I'm charging you. They are young men and women. They don't have the money. We can give you 1,000, 2,000 Ghana. Please do this as a service for the nation. We are students. Can you take up this? Because if you're a lawyer and you take this up, your name goes with this case for the rest of our lives. And every time this case is cited, you are there and you have made history. So if young lawyers like 5, 7, 8 come together and say, let us help these people in NAPCO, let's lead this, that is when you people are doing something. Then the people start to believe in the young lawyers and believe in the system. It's not everything about money. So, and the Ghana will be titi, will be cry osro, so be court because ultimately, but you, the young lawyers, you are out there, you are now practicing. Go and fail. It's better than nothing. When you go there, no matter what, left or right, you have been in court, you have made a case. The judge can decide to throw you out and say you are a young lawyer. At the end of the day, the Ghana law book, it is in there. Kwame Ambuakon led these people to come to court. The precedents have been set. You can use that, place it on a resume to move. So you need to understand this. These kids, they are in a position that you people need to help them. Now, 499 people who are supposed to be in Ghana Law School, and can some to me call out air practice here, we don't have enough lawyers in Ghana even. Now see this. Bawumia's lecture on digitalization, misleading, inconsistent with facts. MFWA, and I've already told you this, Media Foundation for West Africa, they have come out to say Bawumia's digitalization speech is a lie. They went into it by talking about Bawumia talking about the CCTVs, and then also the Ghana. They have actually stated their case that Bawumia is a liar, and nobody should waste their time on Bawumia. He is a bloody liar. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's a political zombie. He's just there speaking. Until I said the practicality of it, he doesn't understand. The practicality of what we are talking about, Bawumia does not understand. He's using the 442 formation of born 2012, 2013. No, he didn't know Kumasi say Bawumia's fora. Me say fora for no mumra. Or do you say the same thing will work? It is not going to work because you have young men, enlightened young men who are enlightening Ghanaians on social media every day. They have better numbers than the traditional TV. They have more influence because they speak truth. They can be fact-checked, and they can also fact-check people. That is a good thing about what is happening today. sitting here and speaking, anybody can fact check me, and I can also fact check anyone. When the thing is coming from the Jubilee House, they will not even allow you to fact check them because they only have the news. They tell you what they want to tell you. So they are basically like North Korea today in Ghana. They know what to give you. And then in Ghana, Nombeka said, Ekufuado across Serbia. And presidency.gov, actual story be another brand news in say Ekufuado has been seen or elected as the best president in Africa. Wako Serbia. Yenye no ne koye. Group now the commercial statement about catching Ghana for say Oko Serbia no almost now number 1. When now you are be the pele into ento it. This is madness. So they monopolize the news, they monopolize the information. And I'm going to tell you, when we are talking about this aircraft Sewa Brodies issue, me, I don't care about whatever happened between Ekufuado. They are matured people, they can do whatever they want. The woman even stated she never had any affair with Ekufuado, and that there are other things that are worse. I don't care. My issue is about the security implications in that. And have you seen the mainstream media pick it up as a conversation to have? We are talking about security of the president. We are talking about people not being given clearance to join the president in our private jet. These are things that, as we speak, Kandapa should be standing in parliament answering questions. As we speak, the national security should be in parliament answering questions. The presidency is supposed to be releasing a statement. How can people board the private jet, our national private jet, breaking security to board? The presidency hasn't spoken. They manipulate the information. Kwame Sefakan is not interested, but he was interested in Airbus and any fact bia. Ekuya Poki is not interested in this, but she was interested in Airbus any fact bia. She was interested in Papano any fact bia. We are talking about Paul Adomotri, the comedian. He is so not interested because it is not about Ekufuwa. It is not about Mahama. It is not Airbus. Do you see what he did? Do you remember what he did during Airbus? Even though he did not have an iota of truth, he did not have any intelligence about it. But he tried to make it news. He had a stupid green screen and say, this one, you see that? But he didn't know what he was doing. He was just working for his paymasters. So these things are things that is suppressing the people. Information, taking the information from you people. So what we are doing is basically those information that people are trying to hide from you, we are trying to uncover them. When you see young men and women on social media angry, screaming, it is not about anything. It's about making sure the ordinary Ghanaian on the street, they also understand, have issues, they are abreast of the issues and know where we are heading. It is nothing. It is sharing information. It is breaking the information, analyzing and making them know the truth. It is not about government manipulating the information, because the government is manipulating information in Ghana. No media house is forcing the national security to talk. No media house is questioning the president's action. Nobody. It is only on social media that you see independent analysts, independent bloggers, independent Ghanaian patriotic women and men and boys asking probing questions, and nobody's answering. Why? Because they know it will go against the government. So when we sit here, it is not a joke. It is not. We are fighting a regime like the North Korea regime. I'm telling you. The regime we are fighting today is a total tyranny. It is not a joke. There's no democracy in Ghana. How come a whole issue like this? And this is not a small subject. This is not a small subject. Imagine, say Biana Obawe, with all due respect to Sewa, she has some malice. She had been contracted by some people. Imagine that, you know what? This is all that we want you to do. Make sure this plane goes down. Imagine. And in the first place, she's not even Ghanaian. If this is not a big deal, this is not something that we need to discuss for a national security point of view, then I don't know what our priorities are. I don't know. All right, now see this. Ghana's card to be used as a passport in... God, man, it's crazy, man. Now let's look at this. Minority wants Ken Ofori-Atta in parliament to account for over 800 million cedis missing oil money. How can money just disappear? These are the same people bossed oil disappeared. These are the same people. Bossed oil, 600,000 liters or something. It disappeared to date. Nobody has been questioned. Nobody has been brought to answer questions. The special prosecutor is sitting there. He's going after a Judicial MCE. The IGP IGP Dampare, He's there. Anything that goes against this government, he becomes an alligator. He doesn't see, he doesn't hear. Kenny Abuwa, the drunkard, the CID boss, he's sitting there. Phone on to me, pretty. They don't care. They are there to lick the butt of this government. They are condoning corruption. How can you tell me all your money, 800 million, it's gone? And it's not yesterday, it has been gone for a while. 800 million. And it's not a big deal. We were here in this country before election 2020. I came out with a document saying Ken Ofori-Atta went to Ghana Commercial Bank to take about 52 billion Ghana cedis. I was chastised. I was insulted. I think I've said this here before. That was the most difficult part of my career. The night before. After I did that story, I told myself that I trust my source. And I've been working with source, some source like 12 years, 8 years, 5 years. I've been working with sources. But the attacks that came, some people were so ignorant to the point where they were like, even how much does the Ghana Commercial Bank cost? How much does it cost for them to have 52 billion Ghana? Ken Ofori-Atta took that money. It did not get to Bank of Ghana. Those were monies that were made or were accrued from revenues, from the banks, from the airport, from Tema Port, from Takoradi Port. Those were the revenues. Not Ghana Commercial Bank, a transit point. So they collect all the revenues in a day. Ghana Commercial Bank takes the money. There is something we call a transit account. Ghana Commercial Bank just 700 million from a year DVLA. When it drops, the automatically transit account moves it to Bank of Ghana. And I made you know this. And I made Ghanaians know this is the money. Ken Ofori-Atta has used his powers to go to Commercial Bank to block that transit money, to transit account, to take this amount of money. It was before elections. I think that was the last scandal I did before election 2020. All these people came after me. And I was telling myself, that night, I was just telling myself, what did I do wrong here? It is our money. And somebody has taken the money. And it's our revenue. So why should anybody be mad at me? Why? And I didn't understand. That night I was up the whole night. I was like, why should Ghanaians be fighting me instead of asking questions? The next day or two, the Auditor General came out and said, it is true. They are investigating. Till date, has anybody heard about that case? And it's the same Ken Ofori-Atta. The Auditor General released a statement and said, yes, when they went to audit the commercial bank, they saw some inconsistencies and some monies were moved to an unknown location. I remember that statement. And all those documents are there. Those monies, the 52 billion, were moved to an unknown destination. And in the same document from the Auditor General, they said the Finance Minister instructed the commercial bank. Now, as we sit here, that money, nobody's talking about it. The day the Auditor General came out and said this, I told myself that it doesn't matter. Why? How can my people come after me when I am telling them that somebody is stealing from us? Who in their right senses would say, I hate Kevin. And what has Kevin done? Kevin is unveiling criminality. Nobody has been able to come out to say, Kevin has showed this document and it is a lie since I started my job. That is how solid this platform is. And I don't work alone. I work with people I respect. And I give them credit because it's their hard work. I'm just the mic. And if it was because of somebody's ambition, then what we are doing, we wouldn't do it. I'm telling you. Because I have done scandals about people who are friends. And I don't want to mention names. I'm telling you. I have done scandals. People who are my friends in the MPP are involved and I did it. So it hurts when a fellow Ghanaian hates you for why? Oh, he did PDS. A Niger AS came and took 19% of that huge amount to date. Nobody has been questioned. You see, so it hurts. It's difficult. And what hurts is when you get young men like myself who have not clocked 40 years, still in our 30s, in America, fighting me. Why? And these people live in America and they know what accountability is. They know what it takes to build a nation. And they turn around and they fight me. And I ask myself, what's the big deal here? I told you that Attorney General went to see Doche, who was the acting CJ. Everybody. People were insulting me. The Attorney General and Doche themselves went to the Supreme Court and said, it is true, we met. I told you, how the verdict was going to be in Opuni's case, the review, it was 4-3. What have I done wrong? What have I done wrong for anybody to sit anywhere else and say, I hate this guy? What have I done wrong here? I'm saving you. I'm saving the nation. For crying out loud, I have nothing to lose now. So sometimes it's difficult when the people you are trying to help don't want you to help them. Recently, I did a story on Kokofu. Honorable Kokofu. Has anybody spoken about it? Has the Attorney General, Special Prosecutor called him? No. Did any radio follow it? The media don't even want to touch a story that I touch. And none of them have been able to do a story that I have done. They can't. And the issue is not because I'm better than them. The issue is because they've all been corrupted. Nobody. That is why I am proud to have this platform, and I'm proud to be here. I'm proud to have the team I have, and I'm proud of the people who watch me because they know what we have done. Now see this. Police have the right to arrest Sosu. It is so shocking that today, these so-called CEOs, some of them, they have forgotten the past. When did demonstration become illegal in Ghana? The basic question you've been asking about, this is Kofi Bento, your almighty Kofi Bento. This is the Kofi Bento I played a documentary right now. He was part of Occupy Ghana's Occupy Flagstaff House. This guy. He said he was the neutral. He was for Ghana. And that demonstration then was very important because it is their right to demonstrate. And somebody would say, Kevin is saying things Kofi Bento has never said. This is what Kofi Bento said. And listen to Kofi Bento. I need to get this.
I think it just shows that the call was right. Okay, and the course that we are pursuing is right. It resonates with people, all right? What we are saying is that come out here, let your voice be heard, all right? Let the government know that Dumso is killing you. You feel it. It's affecting you in many different ways, and they must get up and do something good about it. We are happy to see the turnout. I think it just shows that the call was right. Okay, and the course that we are pursuing is right. It resonates with people, all right? What we are saying is that come out here, let your voice be heard, all right? Let the government know that Dumso is killing you. You feel it. It's affecting you in many different ways, and they must get up and do something good about it. We are happy to see the turnout.
What was Sosu doing? Basically, what was Sosu doing? Sosu was also doing the same thing you did. Sosu even had permission from the police. Sosu was telling his constituents, come out. This is a call. We need to protest, demonstrate, to make sure our roads are fixed because we pay taxes. This is the same Kofi Bento, 2016, when he wanted to make sure the NDC government goes out of power because he was doing the bidding for Akufo-Addo. Today, this same person turns around and says, police have the right to arrest Sosu. And I'm asking the question, what did Sosu do, Kofi Bento? Sosu legitimately led his constituents to demonstrate. They didn't kill anybody. They didn't destroy any government property. What has Sosu done for you today to say the police has the right to arrest him? You see, these are the people I keep telling you they are dangerous to our democracy. These are the people I keep telling you. 2016, he said they had a right and it was a good call. But today, 2021, Sosu does not have the right, even though he has the permission and it's not a good call, and that the police should arrest Sosu. The police have the right. And the question is, what did Sosu do differently from what you did? So these people all come around and they wear these shirts, these cassocks, these neutral shirts, and say, in the name of CEOs, CSOs, we come in peace. We are coming to fight for the betterment of Ghana. You have to understand that these guys are all politicians. Imani today is basically another wing for the NPP government. Were we not here when my own friend Franklin Kujo was put on the FX committee and the vice president was sidelined? Does Franklin Kujo know economics more than the vice president? What does Franklin Kujo know about finances? With all due respect to his intelligence, he knows a lot of things. But let's be real here. We needed somebody to be part of FX committee to save this economy. The vice president, who is the head of the economic committee or whatever, he was sidelined and Franklin Kujo was brought in. Today, Kofi Bento, who is also with Imani, they are telling us today, he is telling us that Sosu needs to be arrested. The police have the right to arrest him. But what Sosu is doing today is the replica of what he did in 2016, whereby he was calling upon Ghanaians to come, demonstrate, pressurize the government to do what is possible, what is needed. Sosu is even an MP. You, Franklin, Bento, you are just a CSO. You don't have nothing. You live on the crumbs of government. But Sosu leads his constituents, and it's a crime. The police have to arrest him. So these people are the people I keep saying they are political insects. They have nothing in life. They survive on hypocrisy and they survive on indirect propaganda. Esankuma in 2016 said what? Let occupy Ghana. When the president cannot do the job, he should walk because he is paying his taxes. He's working like a bull. Today, what has changed? Why are those people not on the streets again? Why are they not working like bulls and telling the government to also work like a bull? And that if the government cannot work like a bull, the same way they are working as bulls, the government should work. Why do you think they are all quiet? And then they will turn around and say, Kevin Taylor is the one doing propaganda. I am not doing propaganda here. I am using your own words, your own actions to judge you today. And that is what you people are not comfortable with. And that is what worries you people. Because when we use your own words to judge you, it makes you uncomfortable. You become defensive. And all that you can say is he has been paid. If somebody has been paid to sell the truth, what is wrong about it? The Bible you guys are carrying says that it is important. So as we sit here, if people start to say Kevin has been paid, Kevin is doing propaganda, ask them, what has this platform said in Ghana that is a lie? And what has it said about you that is a lie? Because anything that I've said or everything that I've said about Esankuma, he has not been able to challenge it. It's the truth. They all play defensive. All that they have to do is to say the boy doesn't respect. But I don't care about that. I'm not a boy. I'm somebody's husband. I have 2 kids. I have my properties. I have worked hard to get to this point. So I'm not going to make you use age to intimidate me. No. It is important as young Ghanaians watching me, take your time and analyze and make decisions. And your TV suit no biana opegana you. And you come na diomo. It's only hunger that will make a man bath at 4:30 a.m. and take Okada or take his car at the fuel gauge that he end to drive to TV3 to go sit there 6:30 to discuss politics. It is hunger. He needs a space. I'm telling you. I'm saying it is only hunger that will make somebody get up at 3 o'clock, bath, put on tie at 4:30, get his car that fuel credit, to go to TV3, go to GH1, go to whatever TV station, to go and speak politics. Abra Onimse, what he is doing there does not make sense. It is just to attract the attention of somebody who has that power, who is corrupt, to help them, because majority of them go to these radio stations, TV stations, to be given money to eat. And that is their profession. And that is something that people have been doing for years. There are people in Ghana who don't work. All that they do is call people, oh, I want to be on your show. So if you are 200 Ghana a day, 100 Ghana. So when he does that for 5 days, it is 500 Ghana. He can take care of his family. He does not care about your welfare. He does not care about how bad the economy is being run. And fun, because on Oko TV, I have 100 Ghana. Or Tofu, or 2 TVs, or TV menu, no radio back, or could about 300 Ghana a day. He's fine. Or to say Arnold, now UTV, no. So also immigration to me, I don't know. But at the end of the day, when you say constant money with UTV, you come and sit there and blow his mind. He does not care about what you think. So I bet say will be carry Accra and fun because it is what he's looking at is what will take him home. So we need to get serious in this country. The comedy is too much. Debbie, I'm say God's comedy channel is Ghana. Nyankopon Comedy Channel, Ghana. After my show, Nyankopon he goes upstairs to freshen up. He'll come down. Madeleine, Jesus also Jesus wife abuano. One for remote in Brem. Kevin Ewie Mame Fato a Comedy Central. No, that to Ghana. After God watches me, we are go take a shower no ba. One man popcorn kakra ai. Amanga san ne krampo no. Me ye munya me ye. One man popcorn no twitwa a carrot kakra nka ho. One man remote no that to Ghana. Jimmy sa na diachi. Because he has done everything that he could do as God, giving us wisdom to say Asimesia bedi MP was sin for su asin central 24 years. Nyame am gumption giving you that wisdom. Say Jimmy ni way and to me and Jumana vote the person out. It is clear as crystal. So God sits there and say, Namoya moi. What should I do again? I'm not going to bring my son for you people to kill him like a sheep. Use your head. Use your gumptions. Think and make a decision. Now see this. What is here? Court issues warrant for arrest of Nam 1, 2 others over fraud charges. Enko bebia. Me say, ende Ghana, moi mwewu, moi monya stroke, moi ende mo bre about Nam 1 issue where we court sankuma na mo blame no. I keep telling you people, sankuma and na wasanko be abonitimu to a long time. Or you or no and that causes our problem way. And I keep telling you people every day that guy is devilish. And I'm saying I'm coming after his law firm. That encheltenchen nonsense now I'm teach one. And that deal he's doing at AMC Mall. Sankuma has no idea what is coming. Or you're a typical criminal. I have told you people over and over. Supreme Court one or discretionary to bribe my judges and or the surviving. A Sankuma is a disease of a human being. It's despicable. A Sankuma that problem way it is from a Sankuma and that guy on news file. Now Pempi Michael say Abu Broko Siano. Samson Ayinini. They are parading in our courts. Acting as if said they are the most intelligent lawyers. But these people cannot even practice and win a case in Togo. I swear to God. These people cannot win a case in Nigeria. They can't win a case in South Africa. These people are ignorant. But they work in Ghana and they package them the way they packaged Ekufuado for us. So they use that simple little influence to make people think they are the most intelligent. They work hard. They don't work hard to win cases. They manipulate the courts to win cases. The same way a Sankuma is doing at AMC Mall. That land belongs to a family. He is telling the South African company to take the family to the UK and that they should pay him that money they have to give to the family. I'll show you documents. He is a thief. Namwana Samuba and me catch him. Me catch him say a Sankuma from day one knew who came to dupe or who duped a Royal Diamond Company. I told you. The reason why I told you now, I know and I showed you facts. And I said, when the Royal Diamond guys were coming to Ghana to report to Yoko and see whatever to arrest those guys, they had photos of the people who came to dupe them. And the photos were Ade and Charles. And when it came to Ghana, their lawyer was Ace Anan Ankuma. Ace Anan Ankuma took these two people to Yoko, where his uncle was the boss. The uncle also knew about it. Ace Ankuma led these people to the police headquarters to make a case. The same Saturday, Ace Ankuma was sitting on TV with Samson Ayenini telling Ghanaians that Nam 1 is a fraudster and he is the one who duped people in Dubai. You see the connection? Ace Ankuma is a friend to Gabi. Charles is an MPP financier. Ade is a world-class thief. So all that Ace Ankuma had to do was to sit on Joy and redirect people's attention to the bank and Nam 1. Even though Nam 1 was doing fraud, the SEC, that's the Security and Exchange Commission, they had given him the green light to operate. The president took a picture with Nam 1. That is a total confirmation of his legality in Ghana. So people had confidence in Nam1, had confidence in Men's Gold, and they took their money there. It's Anan Nkrumah is the problem. Because if a Nkrumah, the day Royal Diamond came to see him in Ghana, he had come on TV to say, you know what, it is not Nam1, and that Gabi should not issue the Interpol warrant on the guy, this wouldn't have happened. Nam1 would have been in Ghana. We would have arrested him in Ghana. The monies would have been gotten. Now, they told us that Gabi put a warrant at Interpol, whatever, on Nam1. Nam1 went to Dubai. He's locked up. Finance Ministry come to tell us that they have seized every single property of Nam1. Where are the properties? They came to tell us, you same Kene Japan told Ghanaians he knows where $20 million, a bank that Nam1's money is sitting today. The audio is there, the videos are there. He knows. He hits his chest. He knows where the money is. Where is the $20 million? Nkrumah is walking. People have died. When Nkrumah wanted to respond, Nkrumah and his criminal uncle, who was the Yoko boss, they responded on a toilet paper. They could not respond on their law firm's document. You know why? Because he knew that scandal, he knew that what he did was criminal. His law firm made him understand that what you are doing or what you did is criminal. Do not associate with us. Then he went on Facebook to deactivate his Facebook. This guy sitting on Newsfile who helped Nkrumah to do this never came back to apologize to Ghanaians. That Nkrumah was on my show and he was talking about Nam1, and still, whilst he was talking about Nam1, his clients were Royal Diamond. That is the country we live in. And today this fool is back again on Newsfile because Teletubbies government, because this tyrant, they need somebody to come do the dirty job for them again. They are losing the legal conversation. They are losing the propaganda on Newsfile. What do they have to do? Ask yourself, why do you think 2021 Kweku Baako has stepped a little bit away from helping this government? Because he has realized that no matter what he does, his credibility is being destroyed. He does everything, he defends everything, but the people are people he cannot help. And this is the country we live in. And somebody will turn around and say, I don't like Kevin. What have I done here that you don't like me? So this Nam1 thing, it is their own thing. Let me tell you, the enemy today, when it comes to Men's Gold, is Nkrumah. So mami biewu, o uncle biewu. So only Nkrumah ti sorry them now Men's Gold usika go kema or no. Sanko de sika wo tim onim nyansa ono na cause problem. Your downfall. He's devilish. He's dangerous. Oh, sir, Chief Justice Asemwe can $5 million bribe about assassin or J-Dom a free fire. Today, as we speak, Nkrumah ko jisika every Ghana Telecom for no, or I could sika ama a judge in the Supreme Court. Why do you think when I was pushing him, he wasn't coming out? That is what he does. And God will judge this guy. He will die a horrible death. All that he does is the moment I open such no I fast or defense no record or I have a court against you. That is what they do. Because it is a group, it's a cartel. They are demonic, they are dangerous. If this country is going to go down, it's because of those people. What's the time? Ghanaians shouldn't be emotional about finance minister's payroll comment. Okre kumante. Politics na bafwa. You lower politics na. Adani tisa jantre ni Brazil. Me say politics, Ghana politics no. You lower na. Mwa be mre tisa jantre ni Brazil. Ay. Okre kumante so ka politics. Ya ni tourism minister deputy. Okre kumante be catcher say kenofurata e catcher Ghana for say the public sector is full no. Can Okre kumante say ono do ni nyansa dodo. We shouldn't just say politics na you lower na. I say jantre ni Brazil no. I am re ofui bia to me a part. Ofui bia to me a politician. Ofui bia she suit on nyansa. Ofui bia she glasses or intellectual. Into yetiana Jimmy. Way babe can Wait. Way and what did he say? Speaking on daybreak hits on Thursday, Mr. Mante said the youth should not rely solely on their certificates to make ends meet. and I quote, if Ghanaians decide that we are all going to do things that will reduce imports, the economy will begin to boom. I like him, finance minister, for what he said. The economy will begin. Jimmy, he does not even understand what he's saying. When Ghanaians do something to reduce the economy, just say, when we fish pondo, we kako, we kako. Match natural them actually na kako, we rade. We man kasim kako, we salt ngwa, and to me tasty back, we daft. Rade. And what did he say? Let's think and not be emotional about it. And I quote, I think what Kenneth Foriata said is something that has been bothering a lot of people in society, but we are unable to talk about it because it is a no-go area and because the youth will get angry. See this. A minister. Into waste of our money. Waste. I like the finance minister. The youth should not get angry. Hey, wait. Daddy Luma for in here. Wait, Daddy Luma for in here. We are going to open Daddy Lumber TV. Where's Mr. Daddy Lumber?
Over a period of time in our first year, we have also been in talks with a private sector operator who is in the business of placing Ghanaian content at the disposals of viewers throughout the world. And the artists are signed on to produce popular content, including already existing content that will run as a series in the name of the artist. And it's already showing on most of your mobile phones. This Sunday, today's Monday, this Sunday, I would like to invite most of you who will have the time on a Sunday to be at Accra Mall in partnership with this private sector person. We are launching Judicial TV. It's a mobile TV platform that will be premiering at Accra Mall in an effort to promote local content. Local content. On Sunday, barring any obstacle, another one in the offing for music is Daddy Lumba TV, a channel that will be ready next month. And I had asked Mr. Daddy Lumba to be here. I think he's somewhere.
Hello, Bikano. This Sunday, Daddy Lumba TV, Judicial TV, and I've asked Mr. Daddy Lumba, hey, bro, for Capitos, hey, and Judicial TV and Daddy Lumba TV this Sunday, and young one coming in says Sunday, this Sunday, we are loving Daddy Lumba TV. Where Mr. Daddy Lumba? I told him to come here. Hey, bro, for what? Bro, for I told you so. Bro, for more RTU, bro, for more only that day. No, Daddy Lumba TV, Judicial TV. This Sunday, hey, more. The money back room. Let's move forward. We come as we say be a Kevin. The money back room. The money back room. This is the Lumba TV and the Judicial TV. Bro, for bako, bro, furnish muhinim, and I will ram a minimum. Now, bro, for answer the piano. Near polishing is say like to be a question for mook. You know, this Sunday, if you have time, at the Lumba TV, if a bow minimum now, that Lumba TV, with Jim, you know. Today is Thursday, action day. All right, let's move forward. All right, so this is it. We are going to move into our editorial of the day. Practicing law is not a privilege. It's a constitutional right. And this is coming from Francis Xavier Sosu, the Medina MP. Remember, the Attorney General, Godfrey Damis, said that laws, to study law in Ghana, it's not a right, it's a privilege. So he's trying to tell the law students now, Masa, penema monko, and yamu right is a privilege. Inti sende, mo presa mobako, mo use all the legal means, you still don't have that right. And after this short break, I will tell you why the General Legal Council is a den of criminals. It's a criminal cartel, and I'll let you understand why a man like Sam Okujato, that man whose son raped his own house girl and moved the son to Canada, is so angry about people saying the General Legal Council should be nullified, and it is an illegal entity that is hindering the progress of law in Ghana. This show is very important. Tell a friend to come. Kevin Taylor and the Ghost team, we will be doing the editorial right now. After the short break, I will do the editorial.
When they, for example, when they say they're going to build the dams, now Ladislas Klawiki, you know him?
No.
What's his name? Baumia. I call him Ladislas Klawiki.
Why?
because he talks so much crap. You know, yeah. What he said.
That's the vice president.
So what? He's a human being, ain't he?
Say you disagree with him, but this talking crap is a bit harsh.
See, that's why we're backward.
No,
we don't want to talk straight. We lie.
Talk straight.
They tell me, so I destroy the whole thing. Tell them straight. Hey, Baumia, what you're saying is crap. Period.
What has he said with his crap?
Everything he says. I enjoy him, though. I like him as a person because he knows the people are stupid, so he just give it to them all the time, you know? And I like it. He gives it to them, you know? He said he's going to do this. Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't tell him he's going to shave Jesus Christ's beard.
Are not independent. The judges are not independent. When they are selected, they are, they have to kowtow the line of the person who empaneled them.
So you are trying to say that the decision to pass 120 is...
No, when students go to court, they will lose. And they will lose because the judge who will hear the case will be told what to do.
But I mean,
the judges.
An independent body.
Yes, I know under Article 127 of the 1992 Constitution, independence of the judiciary is guaranteed. I'm telling you, as a lawyer and as a former director of the law school, that when the General Legal Counsel is taken to court, the judge who hear that case may not, be all that independent. So if students decide to take the General Legal Counsel to court 100 times, they will lose 100 times. The judge who hear the case is not going to consider the matter in controversy based on the available evidence in front of the judge. So the judge will do what is being told to do, or she has been told to do.
Does that indicate that judges in Ghana are not independent?
In political matters, in legal education matters, I am saying that they are not bold. They are timorous. They can't bite. They can only back. Quote me. Then when they go to court, the chairperson of the council is also the Chief Justice. Therefore, the chairperson of the council will select the judge to hear the matter against the General Legal Counsel. Do you think you will win?
All right, so welcome back. It's time for the editorial. The editorial is about the General Legal Counsel. And we know some young MPs in the NDC have decided to move some bill in Parliament or a motion, I don't know, about how they want the General Legal Counsel to be dissolved or their powers trimmed down. Now, one person who is part of the General Legal Counsel is Sam Okudzato. And everybody knows Sam Okudzato. Sam Okudzato is the chairman of the disciplinary committee of the General Legal Counsel. Now, the General Legal Counsel is basically a body that has been put there to oversee the disciplinary or the ethics of lawyers, judges. Basically they are there to check how people conduct themselves, lawyers in particular, in court and out of court. Anything I would say, a free fire or JDOM, Chief Justice Assembly by the General Legal Counsel were the people who were told to handle the matter. Now, the General Legal Counsel for some time now, we have seen said they become very powerful. And why have they become so powerful? They have become so powerful because when you pick the General Legal Counsel as a body, the CJ, that's the Chief Justice, is the chairman of the General Legal Counsel. Now, so we are a lawyer, and I say we are institution be, I say, and the law students here almost say, they want to go to court, If they decide to go to the General Legal Counsel to seek for answers, what is going to happen is, if they have an issue with the Chief Justice or they have an issue with the judge who is a friend to the Chief Justice, you have to understand that the Chief Justice is going to be the person who will appoint. So let's say this law school admission thing whereby Parliament came to a resolution to say the Attorney General, as the Minister of Justice or whatever, should admit these students because they did make the pass mark. Now, if the Chief Justice does not agree with the decision by the Parliament, what is going to happen is, if the case either goes to General Legal Counsel or in court, what is going to happen is the last person who will make that final decision or pick a judge to sit on the case is the Chief Justice. If the case moves to the General Legal Counsel, he is the chairman at the General Legal Counsel. He will appoint people to sit and hear the case. So left or right, you could see that the Chief Justice has a lot of influence on the General Legal Counsel. The Chief Justice decides what actually happens at the General Legal Counsel. When you're listening to the Director of Legal Education, the former director, he was saying that nobody can win a case against the General Legal Counsel because the chairman of the General Legal Counsel is the Chief Justice. And every judge that sits on your case is going to be appointed or elected by the Chief Justice to sit on your case. So if the Chief Justice says these guys are not supposed to make it, you will never make it. And for some time now, we've realized we don't have enough lawyers in Ghana. We've realized our law as a country, our law school, it has been monopolized. In fact, a quick way be and handle law in Ghana. That's the Ghana Law School. It is not like in those days where we used to have only one university that you could have a degree in when it comes to, let's say, GIMPA, and I say, where do they have the degree for media? Let's say GIMPA, or our own place, GIJ, right? Now, in some time back, that GIJ Nkwane institution, you as a media person, you could go there and get a certificate to practice journalism. It got to a point, some people started opening what we call small private media schools. Now, GIJ came to realize that there's competition in the system, because now those students who were thinking they were the smartest for you to get at Ghana Law School, some or to become media personnel or journalists, and also about GIJ. Now those students are being, poached by these small media houses. So what GIJ did was, now they started accrediting or giving accreditation to other media houses to do what? To do the same thing that they have been done before, all along. You realize they go to a point, it wasn't only GIJ where you could go get a certificate. Now they have other media, other institutions or media schools. You could go there and be certified by that school, because now it is not being monopolized. Now the INSA obia to me access to me call journalism school to become a media person. Now when it comes to Ghana Law School, what's happening is, you cannot go anywhere and be certified as a law student or a lawyer until you enter Ghana Law School. Now, so among Ghana Law School, they have a lot of power. They decide the number of students they have to admit and the number of students to destroy their lives. Because the issue is, when Ghana Law School feels to say, or some of Nipa 300, Nipa 300 number 1,000 car, they don't care. And those 1,000 normal canon, they don't care what they'll do with their life. All that those people have to do again is to come back and pay and enroll again. So technically, they are using the Ghana Law School to make millions of dollars, because so one called Ghana Law School and a woko. So you have no option. It is a one-way traffic whereby it is only Ghana Law School that you have to pay to become a lawyer. And it's getting to that point whereby the monopoly in the Ghana Law School, it is getting out of hand. That is why today we one lawyer. That's all the equity, the population in Ghana. I think one lawyer is equal to about 300 Ghanaians or 400 Ghanaians. We don't have enough lawyers. But why are you not asking, why is it not a concern to the CJ? Why is it not a concern to the General Legal Counsel? Why is it not concerned to the Attorney General? Why are they not worried that there are a lot of potential kids, young men and women who want to go to law school and become lawyers? Now, there's one thing you need to understand. In law, so we are law school. That's how practice it. Now practice and your papa, you will not get clients. So it's not about you stopping people from being lawyers. When you allow them to go through, what is going to happen is it is their practice that will show their efficiency, how efficient they are. Because if they don't practice, they are not going to be efficient. And if they are not efficient, they are not going to get clients. And it is none of the business of Ghana Law School, of GLC. So it is important I understand and say, why will some people decide to stop some people from entering the Ghana Law School. And this brings the conversation to what I call the conversation between Doche and Godfrey Dame, the Attorney General. Because recently, Doche and the Attorney General said, a meeting. And that meeting was about the Ghana Law School. Now, the issue is, have they told us anything about the Ghana Law School? The meeting they had, what was the outcome? Was the Director of Legal Education part of the meeting? No, because they are the people who are the prime beneficiaries when it comes to talking about the Ghana Law School. Was the Secretary of the Director of Legal Education there? No. So, till date, the Attorney General has not come out, or the acting CJ, none of them have come out to tell us what actually was discussed and what they arrived at. Now, looking at this case critically, something should tell you, there are some people who have made it their point, or they have made it their agenda to make sure, students will come and go. When I say come and go, they will fail a lot of students to make it look like they did not pass, and in fact, they have to come register again. So the more students you fail, the more money you make. Now, when I say the more money you make, somebody will say Ghana Law School is making money. No, there are some people at the Ghana Law School who are making crazy money when students are failed every single time. Until you could see, when you see somebody like Sam Okujato coming out to tell Ghanaians, he agrees and those people should not. Because remember, he's also part of the General Legal Council. The Chief Justice is also part of it. The Attorney General is part of it. He thinks, those students are not supposed to be given the opportunity to learn law. Then you ask yourself, what does he get from this? He's old, he's going to die very soon. Why doesn't he want more people to go to law school? Because if we are going to say we are not going to allow more people to go to law school because we want the law school to be unique, lawyers to be unique, then we don't need more students going to university, more students going to senior high school. Because if it's about we making sure, we only think some people are better than others and that they can all become better people after going to senior high school, then it means before you enter senior school, we need to do some crazy analysis, crazy test, crazy screening before we get 8 A's kids or 10 A's kids or whatever to go to senior high school. But at this point, every single kid is given an opportunity to go to senior high school. At the end of it, they're all going to come out and then they're all going to try and access the tertiary institution. Through that, some are going to fall away. Some are not going to be able to make the mark to the university to make their degree. So you have to understand that people have the right to go to the law school. Now, for the Attorney General to come out and say to Parliament, and remember, this is the same Parliament that gave Godfrey Dame the green light to become the Attorney General. This is the same Parliament that assessed Godfrey Dame's intelligence before they gave him the green light to become the Attorney General. This is a Parliament that could have stopped Godfrey Dame from being the Attorney General. But this is the same Parliament that said, Godfrey Dame, go and be the Attorney General because we think you are qualified to do this job. This is the same Godfrey Dame who is telling Parliament that they are stupid. You cannot tell me what to do to admit 499 students who made the pass mark of 50%. So you see the arrogance here. You see the connection between those people who belong to the General Legal Council, who are benefiting from the Ghana Law School, and those people who think they are the legislatures. They can at least fight for the ordinary Ghanaian who wants to be a lawyer. Because when you look at it critically, the legislature, that is Parliament, is just saying these are Ghanaians. They did not get 2%, they got 50%. Put them in the law school and let them do the job. And after law school, it is their performance that will show whether they will get clients or not. But Attorney General, the Chief Justice, the General Legal Council, Sam Okujato, they are building a block to stop more students from qualifying. Now ask yourself, why would they do that? It is because they will make a lot of money when they fail a lot of students. Remember, the General Legal Council, and also remember the legal education headed by Prempe Ek. Now, Prempe Ek too has come out to make a statement. And this is what he said. Any law to exclude CJ from General Legal Council will be unfortunate. So why do you think the director of what we call legal education will be sitting and supporting the Chief Justice, who at the end of the day, no matter what, as far as he is the chairman of the General Legal Council, everybody will listen to him. And this is not rocket science. He is the Chief Justice. When he is part of the General Legal Council, no matter what happens, anything that he will say, all the judges there, even though we see them as independent, they will still listen to the boss, because he decides when you eat and he decides when you don't eat. So for the Chief Justice to be sitting on the General Legal Council, and some MPs, young MPs like the Fiamakbo and then Sosu Dems trying to say, this is not right. Because the moment you put the Chief Justice there and these people there and calling this General Legal Council, they will distract and obstruct the activities and the where is the word? And the administrative work of the legal education. And that we need to make sure the Chief Justice is taken off the General Legal Council. When the Chief Justice is taken off the General Legal Council, what is going to happen is all the judges there are equal, and nobody can, in fact, at the end of the day, force anyone to take instructions from them. Because when the king or the boss is sitting there, you people can all have a conversation, but at the end of the day, we are all listening to what the boss will say finally. And that whatever the boss will say, whether it's true or not, you have no option than to listen to the boss. That is why when Kwesi Frifa or J. Dom's case went to the General Legal Council, the person who elected the judges to sit on the General Legal Council was the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice was being accused of taking $5 million. So do you expect these people sitting at the General Legal Council to say, yes, our boss is a criminal, he took $5 million, as you are saying your client told us? There is no way those people are going to say that. And that disciplinary committee, the chairman of that disciplinary committee is Sam Okudzato, who is basically licking the butt of the Chief Justice. That is why when Afrifa went in front of the General Legal Council with Ojedom, at the end of the day, they did not discuss the monies, but they discussed the actions and the ethics and the disciplinary or the reaction of Afrifa. To date, the General Legal Council have not discussed the 5 million allegation, because the 5 million allegation is about the man who gave them the nod to sit on the case. So when you read the report of the General Legal Council, you could see they tried everything possible to shield the Chief Justice by not bringing or speaking about the 5 million, but talking about the conduct of a FIFA. Because the coach cannot be accused. When you accuse the coach, you will not play the game. So when parliamentarians come out and they say that we think the Chief Justice has too much influence in the Supreme Court and also on the General Legal Council, and that we think that we need to take the Chief Justice off the General Legal Council for independent judges, when they sit there, they see themselves as equal, or even nullify the General Legal Council so that decisions could be made to benefit the legal education in Ghana. Remember, the Attorney General is part of the General Legal Council. Remember, the Chief Justice is part of the General Legal Council. Remember, Sam Okudzato is part of the General Legal Council. So do you think they will even in any day try going contrary to what the Attorney General believes in and also what the Chief Justice believes in? Because the Chief Justice and the Attorney General all have a stand, and that stand is those 499 students should not be admitted. That is why the committee, the disciplinary committee chairman at GLC, Sam Okudzato, is saying that he also supports that, and that those parliamentarians raising the issue are mad. Now, why will a man who is so old, like Sam Okudzato, make such a statement? There's one reason. Let me tell you. Now, Sam Okudzato, as a person we've all known to be one of the hypocritical people or old men in our political history and in our judiciary history. Now, do you know that this man, and tomorrow you can question him, ask him. Do you know that Sam Okudzato, this man who is insulting everybody, anytime you touch the GLC and you touch the Chief Justice, because the trick is, the moment the Chief Justice is taken off the General Legal Council, he's not going to eat. And somebody's asking, why is he not going to eat? I'll prove to you. The moment the Chief Justice is taken off the General Legal Council, Sam Okudzato and the rest, they will not eat. They are done. They will lose a lot of money. I'm going to show you why people like that are behind the scenes insulting parliamentarians who want other young men and women to get access to Okay. Why do you think they are pushing? They don't want others to come into the law school. Look at this. Listen to me carefully. When you go to the Ghana Law School, right, there are some courses that had been created by some people. Some people have created some courses at the Ghana Law School. And the law firm that has created course for its own self is Sam Okujato and a Megache law firm, that law firm. And the funny thing is, when you go to Ghana Law School, a course like advocacy and legal ethics and authentic resolution or something like that. Yes, advocacy and legal ethics and authentic resolution. Those courses, they are courses which have been created by Sam Okujato. Now, the funny thing is, he lectures on those courses. And it's heads to the point, you know what they do? Sometimes he lectures. Sometimes Amegache comes to lecture. Those are the courses they create at the Ghana Law School. And then his own daughter also sometimes lectures. There's a lady called Victoria. And the shocking part is, Amegache, Sam Okujato, they have a law firm together and they created that course. There's a course they created. And that course is at the Ghana Law School. And what happens is they have created that course for themselves and they lecture on that course. So every single money associated with that course comes to their law firm. So when you take the Chief Justice off the General Legal Council, automatically his strength, that root that he has built, making him, give him that power to have his own course at the Ghana School of Law, it will be taken away from him because it's a clear contract that he's making millions from. So people in the Ghana Law School today can confirm that this particular course, advocacy and legal ethics, and also authentic resolution, let them come out and say that it is not Sam Okujato, who is on the General Legal Council, lecturing them, and also his daughter lecturing them, and Amegachi, who is also a Supreme Court judge, lecturing them in this particular courses. Because it is their course. They made it up. They created it. And every money that comes from that course goes to this man called Sam Okujato. Remember, this man called Sam Okujato, his son raped his own mate. And I keep saying this. If he thinks I am lying, he should challenge me. His son raped his own house help. The girl got pregnant. This guy moved the boy to Canada. As we speak, he's in Canada. This guy does not have the moral right to speak on Ghana Law School or legal matters. No. That is why you saw him come out blazing and insulting everybody, because you have touched where his heart is. He is making billions. They will keep making sure they stop a lot of people coming to law school to go back and re-register and come to Ghana Law School. You need to come again, re-register and re-register advocacy and legal ethics. You need to register authentic resolution, because that money goes to them. So he is defending his territory. This man is dangerous. This man is a charlatan. He's deadly. So he will rather stop 499 students and others from entering the Ghana Law School. Now, let me ask you a simple question. The Director of Legal Education, Prempe Ek, we spoke here about Maxwell Opoku Ajiman putting 20 illegal students in the Ghana Law School. What has happened to that case? You set up a committee. The guy spoke at the committee. I told the whole Ghana what he said. He said the Chief Justice, he said retired judges. The Jubilee House gave him instructions to put those 20 people in the law school. What has happened to that case? Where is the committee report? Prempe Ek has become another man who is trying everything possible to be corrupt. And I know you are not. The chairman of the committee, the former Ghana Bar Association president, you've said nothing about this case. So you could see it's a cartel. That is why you see Prempe Ek come tell we Ghanaians that it will be bad for the Chief Justice to be taken off the General Legal Council. That is why you see somebody like Sam Okujato come insult parliamentarians while they are fighting for 499 students to enter the law school. Because they have a course they have created for themselves. He teaches that course. His daughter even teaches that course. So you see this man, he's job is basically to destroy the lives of people, delay people's lives, and make sure that he makes a lot of money. So sometimes you look at the number of people who write the Ghana Law School entrance exams and see the number of people who have failed. It's deliberate. They fail them to make sure they come back again. So if you're watching me this evening, it is not because those people who have failed don't know book or don't know what they are doing. It is deliberate. This man knows when the Chief Justice is kicked off the General Legal Council, that deal that he has, he will never have it again. The Attorney General knows. They all know. The students know what I'm talking about, and they can attest to that. These are not people we can trust as a nation. They are deliberately destroying the lives of young Ghanaians. It's deliberate. Because what will Ghana lose if all these students who made 50% and over pass, go to law school, and become lawyers? Because even in law, after you pass, you need to practice. It is through your practice that you become perfect. You become a good solicitor or a good lawyer for people to access you. So why should you stop somebody who has made the 50% mark from going to achieve their dream? Because the moment they go through Ghana Law School, it is left with them to prove themselves through practice. You cannot use an entrance exams. And in the first place, we don't even have enough lawyers in the country. So why are we strangling ourselves with limited lawyers whilst we have people who are hungry to become lawyers? It is because some people have decided to manipulate or monopolize the system to benefit them. So when you see this man speak, insult everybody, and saying that he does not agree, everybody is smart, it is because he's protecting his business. It is because of the link and the profit they are making from failing people, deliberately failing people. And that is what we are seeing in Ghana today. So at the end of the day, where will these kids go? Because they are going to court. Who is going to appoint the judge who is going to sit on the case? It is the Chief Justice. And this is the same Chief Justice who knows about this happening in the Supreme Court. It is the same Chief Justice who is against these people entering Ghana Law School. So what is going to happen is these kids will go to court and they will never win. That is what the former legal education director was telling you. They can try everything possible. They wouldn't win because the creme de la creme is against that. They are making millions from these vulnerable people who want to go into law school. What would we lose as a nation if we allow these kids to go through? Because at the end of the day, the moment you pass through Ghana Law School, you don't automatically become the best lawyer. It is through your practice. It is through what you have done. It is through what people see, your delivery. That's the only way you get clients. So at the end of the day, when you spend all this money and we allow you to go through legitimately by passing or you're getting your 50%, it is up to you to prove yourself on the field. So why do you prevent them? Because at the end of the day, we even need more lawyers. And let me tell you, when you pass 2,000 lawyers, about just 900 will become lawyers, recognizable lawyers, or lawyers recognized in the system. Majority of them have paid their money and you have taken it, you have gone. They couldn't finish. They couldn't deliver because they are not good. It is not your work. It is not your job. But the probability of majority of them to becoming better lawyers and ordinary Ghanaians getting access to solicitors, getting access to counsels to defend them in lower courts is very important. Because these people have hijacked the system to the point whereby today, in a very simple circuit court case, you need to fly all the way to Accra to go look for a lawyer who charges not less than 20,000 Ghana cedis in a day to go and talk to about a silly circuit court case that a lawyer who is basically out practicing new can take somewhere around anything to defend you. So now it has become a whole monopoly cartel whereby it circulates around some people. So you go to the appeals court, high court, it is Isan Kuma, and you get a criminal like Samson Ayenini, and so they are there. You know them. They have built that wall, and that is what they are doing because they don't want new faces to come in. The moment new faces come in, it breaks them. It breaks them because they are stale. There's no competition, so they feel they are very, very intelligent. They are not. That is why today you see your Attorney General losing every case outside by winning every case at home, because it is easy to win at home because the lawyers and the judges are your fathers. They are your coaches. But when you step out of the country, he doesn't have that backup. He doesn't have that spine to stand the intellectual delivery of other lawyers in other countries. So when we step out of Ghana, our Attorney General becomes Kofi Okowu. The probability of him losing the case is 99.9. Why don't we give people opportunity? Why don't we allow these kids to also go through? There is a problem if you say no. Why are you saying no? Samuel Kudjato is devilish, he's dangerous. He is one of the most corrupt people I have come across. This guy is a bootlicker. This guy has no moral right to even be sitting on the General Legal Council. Left with me, that General Legal Council should be nullified. We don't need it. Because if one person is going to decide who sits on that council, then we don't need it. That is why today, a FIFA or JDOM, their case in the General Legal Council is still pending in court because the man who has been cited of taking $5 million bribe is the one going to choose judges to sit on the case. So a FIFA has filed a case against the General Legal Council about how they conducted that case between himself and JDOM. Till date, since September, the Chief Justice has instructed the courts and the judges nobody should touch the case. So as we sit here, the Chief Justice decide how our justice system runs. And it's not supposed to be like that. It should be a way whereby we can all equally, before the law, know that the process is fluid. We don't allow some people to monopolize the system. So what the Ghana Law School has said, these students being failed, it's a deliberate thing they do. They deliberately failed these people. The legal education there, Maxwell Opoku Ajiman, that criminal, he put in 20 people. He said in front of a committee that the Jubilee House, the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice, retired judges told him to do it. Why haven't we seen the report from the Ghana, from the legal education director? It is because the Chief Justice is involved. The president is involved. It is a cartel they have built. They use the entrance exams to law school as the cash cow. And they're making billions from there. Through that, they are destroying lives. We should be serious in this country. This Attorney General is arrogant. The most important thing, he's daft and he's too political. He doesn't understand the consequences. He does not respect anybody because he thinks power can never change. He is an Attorney General who is so childish, who always thinks that he has his ways of manipulating judges in his favor. That is what he has done, and that is what he's still doing. An Attorney General fails to enter a box to be cross-examined about a meeting that he had with the acting Chief Justice, then you know that that Attorney General is a criminal. When Attorney General goes meet a lawyer, a judge who is presiding over a very sensitive case and acting as the Chief Justice and refuses to go with a secretary, refuses to call that judge's secretary, refuses to have a third party to record what meeting they had, that Attorney General is a criminal. And that is what he did when I talked about the Opuni case. None of them, after saying they swore an oath to whatever they are saying, refused. They all refused to enter the box because technically they know when they are separated, they will lie. And we can't have people like this leading our judicial system. It is dangerous. It is technically like we are allowing criminals to lead our judicial system. We need to come together as a people and fight these guys democratically to strengthen our judiciary. It has been sent to the dogs. Today, we got an Attorney General who is in meetings, secret meetings with presiding judges on verdict of pre-review. It is despicable. A judge sits in court like Onyuniga, tells Opuni, tells Agongo, you are liars, you are fraudsters, whilst they have not been charged, whilst they have not been found guilty. We get witnesses purging themselves. And then the whole judge, Supreme Court judge, sits there and say, let us leave it and finish the case. After I jail them, I'll come and see if that can set them free. Dangerous. We have a country where majority of our judges have become too political. As we sit here, the review that just came out from the Opuni, these judges who voted 4 and those who voted 3, the 4 people who voted, we still don't know the grounds they stood on to say Onyuniga should go back to the case. And I can tell you for a fact, before that transcript come out, they didn't apply the law. They applied politics. Tokonu wants to be Supreme Court judge. He wants to be a Chief Justice. No matter what, She will die. She will kill. She will indirectly jail people to please Akufo-Addo to become Chief Justice. The ex-wife of the Chief Justice she's mentally not stable. She's emotionally not stable. She will always do what her husband wants. We are talking about Doche, who is a childhood friend of Huniga, who has been cited before that he needs to step away. He will never. So Ashikote has basically become the whipping dog in the set. So technically, it goes in favor of the Attorney General. And then the most despicable thing is the Attorney General turns around in an interview and say, law, practicing of law or going to law school in Ghana is not a right. It's a privilege. So he knows those who have that privilege. That is why when Jane Mensah is told to enter the box to tell us who won the elections, she refused because they have lowered the bar. They know what they are doing. It does not matter. What matters is their political ambition. This Attorney General is deadly, he's daft, he's childish. We need to look at him critically and closely. The GLC is the most dangerous body in this country. They shield criminals, protect criminals, and most importantly, protect criminals who make decisions. The Chief Justice, as we speak today, has not granted an interview to tell us whether he took the $5 million or not. As we sit here, and as he's not spoken, we still think he took the money. He is the chairman of the General Legal Council. He chooses who sits on his case. A case has been filed against the General Legal Council by a FIFA. Till date, the Chief Justice has given instructions that that case, that docket, should not be open. Since September till now, that case has not been open. So you have to understand, consistently, their inconsistency in protecting the judiciary has shown that they cannot be trusted. GLC should be nullified. Chief Justice should be taken away from there. And we have to make sure these young men and women who made the pass mark of 50 are all sent to Ghana Law School. It is important. We need to come together, speak against this calculated, barbaric, this group that has decided to destroy the judiciary. I don't hate anybody. It is we the people. We need to come together. Let's stop saying God will judge them. God doesn't have time for foolish people. We need to take action. We need to speak. We need to demonstrate. It's important. The IGP today has become a foot soldier to this president. Anyone who demonstrates against the president becomes the IGP's target. Dampare has become one of the most, he has actually broken the hearts of people. And I am shocked. I'm surprised. Dampare, you yourself, somebody like Kennedy Japan said, you know about the death of JB Dankwa. You have not responded. You have not said anything. You have not picked him to come to the office to prove why. So it means you are also part of this murder case. Because we have a member of parliament who cited you in this case that you know. Why haven't you spoken? But you want people to think you are the creme de la creme, the most whitest IGP we've had. Every single individual have some bones in their closet. One day, monkey go market. It will come house. You're still watching. With all due respect, extended version. My name is Kevin Kobe. Till after this short break, I'll pick phone calls. All right, let's do some phone calls quickly and then go bed. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Good evening, Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening.
Mpachana, what to say?
Bibi Aboko.
Mpachana, what to say?
Bibi Aboko.
Yeah, there are there. Nyamisha, what Kevin? Nyamisha, never the way. Among Pacentia, what do you when you were shopping with here for now? When Yamin can tell me, Ghana, the year Mobo, Ghana, papa. Just an MPP for comedy pastor. For my dad, died and here. There's an intention for honor. The Badeba Amai, Amadac and Queen Abagana force. Now, program this no. A month for ye, papa, a month for ye, but a month for you too. Then she has said, Radima womb, I would say. any enkwa na George Biana Nkoso.
Thank you very much. Amen. Nyamisho, thank you. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin. From Jackson, Pacific Manchester. The men will say, someone will say, guys are more called law school. Most of them no more NDC for because Usha Samiji and Fimu guys no more call law school now. They are very brilliant. And so my imagine say they want to stop those people from coming into the system. They say they are more kind of. They want to block more because as no movie say NPP phone kwana was some call law school, also no more lawyer. But the ones NDC guys no mobile out. They are very intelligent and very brilliant. That is why they want to stop them.
Thank you very much for the call. Mirasi. Let me pick another call. Hello, caller. Good evening. Hello. All right. It looks like he's not ready. Let's pick another call. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yeah. Good evening.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me patrol judges no. Judges no. Your friend is saying say new government bar obet me investigate omuina. I'm making sure someone na omunya right no. Omudi discuss and I say party foot soldiers no. You bet me investigate omuina.
Anyone can be investigated in Ghana. And Obia can be investigated in Ghana. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Because you're welcome.
All right. For another call quickly. There are a lot of people online tonight. It's weird. Like, try say hello. Hello. Good evening. TV. No. Want to make us off phone? TV. No. Or I'll take you off. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yankasa.
Thank you very much. Because
Doom TV. Now.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead.
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm listening. Yeah. Kasa.
Okay. Hello. Good evening.
Go ahead. Yeah, Tio, Kasa.
Yeah, Doom TV. Mepacho Baumia Kamun. When Baumia or Komakano, one uncle Sre Boniface, in Toronto, one Sreshi or Maka, and one talk or ya or by. So, no one to Yanko Cabananco. A dear, oh, yes, so Bonnie Dinuba went to mean you into a vacant Toronto. Yeah, na minimum went to mean Jay. Dan and Yanko. Yeah,
thank you. Yes, but Nankopon Akese Baumia. All right. Hello. 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 Hello, caller.
Yeah, Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening, boss.
Kevin, good evening.
Christopher baby.
Christopher baby. Germany. Kevin. Ghana the when say Ghana the go away. Ghana go away, Kevin. It's already almost now which is Ghana the but Ajumana away and I boy Accra my you need buy and what's to a bomb fire mouth.
Thank you very much, Mr. That's it. All right, thank you, boss. All right. Hello? Yes, sir.
Kevin, one Rama one like I say. Kevin, somewhere there.
Bibia Boko.
Kevin, I'm coupon shira. Kevin, I'm say, Cheka, or Conchafona, or Mukushan come. I send Jamaica Biano, Ebon, Ayo. Kevin, Unka Sama, Samno, I am Bamuda. Did be a Simbia Becabiano, I send them. When I trust and pa, Ajumano Umye. When you're a mamma of food and stomach, and some trust in your movie. Tell me, Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, me so big a Ghana for a bulu. So big a Ghana for Sabia Jifu. Mahmoud Bamia. A dear what they can't what country Ghana for say? What kidnapped dollar? How did dollar?
All right, Ramawan. Okay. There was a bit my picking another call. Ramawan Pan and the Wairai. That's Ramawan. I go over Irao. Ramawan, I feel the final in Angas Waira. All right, let me pick a few calls now. All right. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Kevin.
Yes, sir, good evening. Go ahead.
Kevin, my more about so what Maria Sama saying and Ghana mine. Kevin, me and you, my Chama Kevin, MPP for no more baby or Munya Ghana. And yet, then ya will be so Kunyano so. More prisika kitty, more discount kwahi. So I say, Mopa, I'm on farm so, but UK, US, Mopa, my farm so no more mother famous and I was listening. But Mukuma, no more Mukuma, would do one bro. But to be in Central for being so, Mutia. Omunyansa nyamda we so mokano kamina sa to awokano that some in Central for so musia so that Mr. Asru to mo ade that Central for mo bon yet to say bi no mo beka nyaso bi no
Thank you very much. Okay. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Kevin.
Good evening. Yes. Oh, Boogie.
Yes, yeah. I'm so who can be before NAPCO beneficiaries.
Yeah.
Me know we are doing because we are mabunua and to see a domudia crocra. Say a buying a shell, Mubose, you my Juman, that's on before permanent. That's a nay, ye Joe Messi who are young for more. Almost all can be Sulumu government.
That's it.
In him say, Enko Sifi, name so we take a side decision we have my dati bino, or be to me for Munko Diagro, because we had Omukuma Diagro. A political votes are normally be paid. Say, yeah, a before permanent, but ye deceive wom. Ye were Europe and Quebec men, lawyers, you won't bet me a fight your mom. Oh,
yeah.
But Ghana and meaning, you know, Mr. Parliamentaries be a whole crop, ye lawyers here. To me, who am on to me a lead this campaign. You know, that could for no mamma Tranqua, Munsi government, you know, and Kusifi cry next time, will be from Kumeniagro. Manuel.
Thank you, Boogie. I'm sure also. All right, thank you.
Bye.
Let me share. Your NAPCO fund, your option is just, it's easy. Sue the government. Sue the government. Oh, rather, Yakupon. And now can I see baby to say, yeah. Sue the government. Moon sue a bino. My mo part a binus when you're a part. That's it. And when you're judge and Adjuni Juma, Obetcha will say, yes, you are supposed to be compensated. See, into your car. They should calculate 3 years, no. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Oh, Patrick Kevin. Good evening. Kevin, Patrick, good evening.
Me too.
Pacho, judge for now, someone in America.
Pacho Casa.
Na Pacho, one who near judge for no alien. No, yes, and then MPP was now almost Bia Omoncano. NDC back. Na say journalist we got radio so na okoka attending against NDC abaya. Ya bet one over be all one. And na me person make catch.
Thank you very much. All right. Okay. Let's see. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Kevin Taylor.
Watara.
Boss. Long time.
Yeah, no. In face of no problem.
Kevin, where your friend is saying, Jumano is here, Nipa, MPP Amambo, Nipa body and Nipanda, Kufado Amambo Bonnie, is here, we used to have Gary Crampon of a Saudi, so now the one and what Manu Amambo Bonnie, you know. Mamma comments, so Kevin, a NAPCO for issue, no, Kevin. Let's say 99.9% NPP, but I know they say million movie NPP for you Sabi Ekufado was 8 years ago. Sisi and not Kufado were you first yes, see Obuka Chile to Munya Joe. Ekufado, one who says Sabeshia and she, Sababu, the Ghana best say, Sababu. Say you to Nipadu do be bad, some of your fan up for you see, Sabia Ghana cities and the more Munya Jay and Monikotuama. You did 2 years, Muslim Panu Quatinefie. What kind of nonsense is this? Not to or you're not going to say the 8 years no Wabitano, the Ghana Meshiqua and Fano, it is not open today. Papa, you know, do 77 years. Oh, Judicial will not have no ABO, woman by a clear or number. Who the one you want by a reality? They can't do a can we not say anything before? Or we not say anything before that you're formal? Now, judges in the Sunia, yeah, they have come as him, and can say one nothing. I'm going to say, Utu Bobo, and the war power, and the way the movement, the whole, when the High Court, when the Supreme Court, all the class and be the same. What we say, your friend is and your friend said, 80 Moko, who your friend is Supreme Court judge way. What we can no number of it, I'm going to be no woody. That's it, Kevin. Continue for your good work.
I think there is some breaking news here, sir. John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has donated an amount of 100,000 Ghana cedis to the management of Radio Gold to support the payment of the license fee and operations of the station. All right, so that is what is coming in. Wow. All right, thank you very much, Watara. Wow. That is what I just heard.
That's good news.
Okay, thank you for the call. So this is what is coming in. I stand to be corrected. I'm still asking for the confirmation, but where it is coming from, it's one of my media friends. So I hope, sir, he's giving me the right information to tell you. And this is what he said. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has donated an amount of 100,000 Ghana cedis to the management of Radio Gold to support the payment of the license fee and operations of the station. Okay, so that is it there. They said John Mahama paid 100,000 for Radio Gold to support the paying of their license. I think that's quite an interesting one there. If that is it, then it means he's ready to help Radio Gold to also come back to, in fact, promote the NDC's achievements. And then I think that's what you have to do. If this is what is happening, then I think credit to Mahama and his team for what they just did for Radio Gold. All right. Hello, caller.
Hello. Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, boss.
Yeah. Actually, about me.
Okay, so it has been confirmed. It's been confirmed that he has given the Radio Gold 100,000 Ghana cedis to help support their paying their licensing fee. So it's confirmed now. Hello? All right. So I've been talking about these kind of things for a long time, that the NDC needed to support Radio Gold. They needed to get Radio Gold on its feet to make sure they become very, very vibrant. They become very, very vocal. They become very people need to feel the presence of Radio Gold. That is why I gave my platform, my TV, to Radio Gold, because I wanted people to know that there is a radio station that speaks truth, that can check government. So for John Mahama leading the NDC to donate 100,000 Ghana cedis to help them finalize their the payment of their license and all that, I think it's great news. It's good. They need to use their voices to push Radio Gold. We know Radio Gold, they have content, they have the quality, they have the facts, and when they get the right resource, they will come and challenge these propaganda radio stations around. So it's very, very good to hear this. Hello, caller.
Hello, me Papa Kevin Tiller.
Fala, go ahead, sir.
Me da se me papa de edi kan ma me nda wa se na me bo wa bashi yan kupon shira o empeja onye o kase entu nkoma de bia wo so bo aduma pase na mai Ghana enkona ni mpa bo we enka wo yere eni wa busiafo ni wa aduma fo nyina wa tamfo fo hunu fere na me chame incoming national organizers sifia me kama style bia bi na so usu me chano me empia se do aruna ni e chichamoru me chomo Minua or Maya Yetimu, you bound young Cassanim said Ghana for you and Junun Dibio and Nipa one kind of credit. I never in a castle yard more Bank of Ghana. Now MPP now, when no move on Bubusia. Oh, my Bubusia less than 300 billion. I never know in a cartel say, well, bar or Yanji tax and or Mutia Bola tax, a deal Corona tax, eje extra levy tax 5%, eje toll tax, mobile money tax, omudia bank tax no nyina. Anya ba wunya na ka che se wa arasi dollar ama wa yiki no eda koma IGP. Nde dollar anya taban anto amba America. Anya ba wunya we na wa ka che Ghana fo nyina se koko wa Ghana, fuel wa Ghana, damo wa Ghana, bibia wa Ghana na President Mahama timu na ede. Nde MPP ba ede no maye. That National Digital Center no esi Accra no when see here anya President Mahama that Telecom Danka no business center no esi no when see here anya President Mahama ya kasa obi action for me Ghana then ye digital Ghana President Mahama why Eastern Corridor Road President Mahama why sit focus interchange why obi chebilante interchange tamoto interchange reach hospital 617 medical bed, medical hospital, Ewalego, Minia Police Hospital, President Mamawati, Afar Hospital, Kumau Hospital, Tapa Hospital, Kawia Hospital, Kumasi Kajetia Center Market, Tafu Center Market, Minia Asawasi Center Market, Asensu Center Market, 14 nursing team Nayan Bunumamua, 40 E-blocks, Doma Center Market, Brokumunsuo, 12 Jubilee Park, 12 court, 12 Islamic Training College, Yanya International Airport, Ewa Tamale, Yanya Gupe Hospital, Yanya Gupe Cement Factory, Yanya Tamal Center Market, Yanya Ho University Campus, Yanya Ho Airport, Yanya Chebi Water Project, Yanya Eastern Region, Yanya University, Munya Uba Upper East, Yanya Regional Hospital, Yanya Library Kakaka, Yanya Nsuo, Munya, Yanya Airport, Ewa Upper West, Upper East, Yanya Airport, Yanya Center Market, Yanya Regional Hospital, Yambisa MPP, Omuba again no my Sikadie Basa corruption, Akukuri or my Ghana, in the Oko market science, Kasa economy ba when you see more than by phony bushum, national Ghana economy. So you can't see my yanka, a buy we buy a buboy 400 at Mania at a buy, a talk of Burkina. Aben we buy a motorbike 750 anya taban akwa Ivory Coast aben we buy a caterpillar heavy small scheme mothers bakuba ku 500 me ba faka bintela anya taban atu abamali pick up 1220 anya taban atu aba America yeti ana premise for 250 tanks aira 3 years PPA youth authority aben we clear corruption clearing agent yeti hana atuma manual draw corona draw $10 what $19 me papa kabitela ina na do clear o corruption clearing agent yeti hana bunu region nunya fertilizer $12 million airaya na nado po mami na bosu say corruption wo ya de panta ku amakumi won ko to corruption so bunu region regional minister ta momo we na timu nti na nado amomo nu nye Ghana 2024 ba we de wu kana anya nete President Mama ye do or die na ya vigilant they are Ghana condemn police station ejama dondoman mama they say Mahama we need to Lord come see where bemma one ka say one pinuma nanado engado over hono be we say bemma bi sim bemma be hono be we say mra na kanu Ghana mi papa kabintela be do be say no be fu so aba mi da wa.
Thank you very much my friend. All right. Hello. Hello. Yeah, so that's it. I think we're going to end here. Saforo is going to take over from me. Yes, if you watch Loud Silence TV, Saforo will be taking over from me. Let me tell you his topic for the day. I think I saw his poster. All right, the circus clown, the joke about Omia. His show is the Rap App. The Rap App from Saforo is right after me. It's exactly 5:47 p.m. US. It's definitely 9:47 in Ghana. Exactly 10 p.m. You can watch Saforo's Rap App on Loud Silence TV. So sorry, Loud Silence TV is here. Don't worry. Right after my show, Saforo is taking over from me. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening, boss.
Western Judiciary.
Pristia for
Kevin. Na Kevin ne person bi saka aye mutaka na hauna ibisu. Resha from 19 so one wo be from minority na to na any never say. So just after the Catholic na Mahamali tene samijefi. Yes, so on a share the yes sir. Yes sir we the more sharp from the over so you know they very sharp. Then we am pabi lokodo. I know the Juma de Caribbean, and the Jumo. This I think 137. The local parliament, we know what local the day. Suppose one no local. Until the way of women before on the so 137 numbers in national security. We try and what was strong of Canada. That's why we are not serious for the Yapetumi.
Yeah.
Because the master, the more that's a Caribbean won't come over.
I'll come back to that issue again.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
Let me see if I can pick one or two calls. Exactly 6. That's exactly 10. I'll end today's show. Then Saforo will take from me the wrap up from Saforo on Loud Silence TV. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hello, Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, my name is Joe. I'm calling from Leeds in UK. What I wanted to say is there is a reason why in politics there is the party that forms the government and the party that forms the opposition. So I think, like our elders used to say, we don't cry over spoiled milk.
Yeah.
We all know and accept that Nanado is a waste of time. He's just a profligate and a hogwash. But the question is, the opposition, that is the government in waiting, what are they doing? You see, today the EC is summoning the NDC to be investigated. The EC has the guts to call for John Mahama and everybody to be investigated. If the opposition were good enough, the EC today would not be summoning someone for investigation. The EC today would have been standing in Parliament rather to be probed. The people who died in Tetiman or whatever, if the NDC cares, if the leadership of NDC cares, today the IGP and his people will be in Parliament answering questions about the people who were killed in Tetiman. But they found comfort, legislative comfort. So they are happy. So they are equally as bad as the government. That is the problem we have as a country. We need to see a probing opposition. We need to see an opposition that is ready to fight for the ordinary people. It is not always about we, the masses, always kind of jumping to the slogans of the opposition. Oh, NDC is better than it. Yes, we know Mahama is far, 100,000% better than Akufo-Addo. But the fact is that what is the leadership of the opposition in Parliament doing so that the rights of Ghanaians are protected, so that the little that we have, Akufo-Addo is already spoiling things. But how can the opposition protect the little that is left? That is the problem we have.
I'll be coming back to the opposition issue very soon. Remember, I raised it. I'll be coming back to you. So don't worry. Don't worry yourself. I'll come to this issue. Tell the small girl that Uncle Kevin says hello, and I'll talk to you guys again.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll go back to this opposition issue in Parliament again. I need to go back there. You better say Parliament to be the opposition, Muntaka, Haruna, those guys in the front. There are some questions I need to be asking them. I'm not done. I'll be coming back to them again. It's very, very important. Hello, caller. Sako, online nya me you. Online ne dia kasa. Online break it to be me you.
Let me say, Haruna ni Muntaka, omejuma eso ni wo ampa yɛmpani bia yɛboa ɔmɛdwuma ɛsɔɛ yɛna ɛkɔ ɛnti yɛbi no mu yɛkasa de bia yɛna ɛbɛkasa ma ɔmo nnim ɔmo adwuma wɔ Parliament ampa deɛ ɔmo adwuma ɛsɔɛ ni wɔ Parliament Kevin that judges wey ɔmo wɔm ɛnam no aprɔ from the presidency bi nyinaa ɛsoro no mu aprɔ abɛ ɛnti ɔmo yɛ nyɛ wanwa ɔmo ni na nka deɛ ɔte mu ɛnɛ this formula MP sɛ maa yɛ mfa sɛ what issue ɛmba Parliament ɛna bibisa kojú ɔfɔ nkuruma wɔyi ɔfɔ papa no ɛwɔ Parliament na ɔmo debate ti ɛmo ɔno ɔne Parliament ɛna ɔsi sɛ maa Richard I can say ɔno formula MP ɔsi maa yɛ nka wa asɛm wɔ Parliament ɛna mo ɔfɔ nkuruma ɔdi papa no ɛba Parliament mo nyinaa mo ti hɔ ɛna ano na Judicial mo tɛ 81 AD, Papa, our parliament. Oh, Maya, Abemo, parliamentarians,
parliamentarians. If you are listening to me, Parliament before issued me, especially the leadership of the NDC. Be rest assured, I'll come back to this issue very, very soon. Very, very soon, I'll come back. The reason why I make Kanwasam say they just came to Parliament, I'm giving them a week or two more, and then I will see that they've settled. And then we will enter again. Say a free Parliament the last time, no, the break, it was the health minister issuing the breaky Parliament, and I'm so I was expecting say about Parliament, we would start from Ajmamenu's Sputnik issue. But Mestedia Eyako 2 weeks ni Obianka Hwasem. So let's give them a week or two to settle. Then we will enter again. Inti Mamu, don't be worried. I'll go back in there. Don't worry. Hello, caller.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah.
You
are coming from Fantini.
Parliamentary, Bibi Papa, them go away. Scratch my back, means catch back. I don't know where to go on. They don't think about Ghana. Will show sense of urgency. I say, I'm very smart. I fight for the people. No, we go to Kumunkote. We try you kuku. What you say? What into the parliament? Or you get the war. Why you want war court? The group to be a one in the move. Into what some will do come because after end we'll be still on that room. And what the someone could say. But I can't later with that or catch up our friend economy, Ghana economy, when you textbook and what the manager who is okay. And about I need to do a puppet all the presentation all that would be a corona action which need to work with them. In some baby a Ghana what the tax I can sabbat to uncofu the wood to what be John or me the gratis and the gratis. And some who could say
bye. We go Fanti with there. I video. Fanti4. Oh no. Fanti4 is stubborn. All right, I think I'm going to end the show here. Thank you very much for the call. I think we picked enough calls tonight. Tomorrow it's Friday, right? I hope I got it right. Tomorrow is Friday. When it's Friday, you know what we do here. So, Ochina, we will be here to discuss Ghana. After this show, if you're watching me live on Loud Silence TV, I would like to say, Saforo will take over from me. We streamed on so many platforms, Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. We streamed on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We were live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. We are also live on With All Due Respect page on Facebook. We cross-post on so many platforms. 1957 Project picked our show. Benjamin Wayo Mahama was also streaming our show. Ghanaian Citizen TV was on point tonight. Honorable Joseph Yamin's page on Facebook was picking the show live. Kevin Taylor's official page on Facebook also streamed the show. Hopex TV Radio. Hopex, P-O-H-O-P EX TV Radio also picked us live. Real Talk will pick us from tomorrow. Thank you very much, family. We streamed in 22 African countries, including Ghana. This is an international platform. Here, we speak truth to power. We are all messengers who are ready and willing to speak truth to power. We will be here tomorrow to speak truth to power. If you are here, God bless you, God bless me, God bless every single individual. Let us pray for each other. Be good, I'm good, I love you, and I know you guys love me. Have a wonderful night.